All right, everybody, welcome. Hopefully we're on. Welcome to Rivard's Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network here on KNOX. My name is John Roberts, along with my cameraman, Luca Carpenter, live from the East Grand Forks Civic Center, where if you're watching on the screen, you can see the Detroit Lakes Lakers junior varsity team out in the middle of the ice doing their thing at the end of the game. After defeating the East Grand Forks Green Wave junior varsity, a final in that one was 4-2. Boy, I tell you what, Detroit Lakes, their junior varsity team looking awfully sharp. Outshot East Grand Forks to the tune of almost 2-1 there. So there you go. East Grand Forks Green Wave again falling to Detroit Lakes. The final in that one was 4-2. If you're just tuning in, not a lot going on today here in the sporting world, but I know the Grand Forks Night Riders are home tonight versus Bismarck Century. That game is at 7 o'clock. I'm guessing that they play at Eagles Arena. I'm not positive. But, yeah, we're looking at our records and things. I tell you what, Detroit Lakes, the Lakers, when you look at the state rankings, they hold the 20th position in the state rankings. And, of course, when you look at that, that just goes from 1 through 20. And they've got that 5-6-0 record, again, 20th in state. East Grand Forks, the Green Wave, 3-7-1. And they're not up there. They're not in the top 20. In fact, Warroad and I believe Detroit Lakes, the only Section 8 teams, or if you want to, the Mariucci teams that are in the top 20 right now. But we're still a ways away from game time here. We're going to go through your, we're going to go through your pregame brought to you by Signature Graphics Apparel and True North Equipment. And we'll do that in just a couple of minutes here on your Rivard's Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network on KNOX.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Go to rivards.com.
Rivals on the ice, united in the stands, and everyone's geared up from Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. Hockey gear, fan apparel, Nodak Pride, we've got it all and more. Locally owned, 1004 South Washington Street. Shop local, shop Jarrell's.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, GrandTrailersSales.com.
Signature Graphics in East Grand Forks is your one-stop shop for all your branding and design needs. From embroidery, vinyl wrapping, laser print, and more, fully customized from start to finish, all in-house. Signature Graphics. We craft your vision. You watch it come to life.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. Pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. SprayAdvantage.com.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
The Ski and Bike Shop in Grand Forks. Gear up for ski season or hit the trails on a fat tire bike. At the Ski and Bike Shop, we offer top brands, ski and snowboard service, and everything you need for cold weather fun. The Ski and Bike Shop in Grand Forks, where your next adventure begins.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. Pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. SprayAdvantage.com.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
The Ski and Bike Shop in Grand Forks. Gear up for ski season or hit the trails on a fat tire bike. At the Ski and Bike Shop, we offer top brands, ski and snowboard service, and everything you need for cold weather fun. The Ski and Bike Shop in Grand Forks, where your next adventure begins. begins.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. Pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. SprayAdvantage.com.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
The Ski and Bike Shop in Grand Forks. Gear up for ski season or hit the trails on a fat tire bike. At the Ski and Bike Shop, we offer top brands, ski and snowboard service, and everything you need for cold weather fun. The Ski and Bike Shop in Grand Forks, where your next adventure begins.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. Pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. SprayAdvantage.com.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks.
We are back at the East Grand Forks Civic Center. John Roberts live on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network here on KNOX. Getting ready for the Green Wave. East Grand Forks Green Wave hosting the Detroit Lakes Lakers. Our tools of the game today brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Logan Karski. To me, it's pretty simple. East Grand Forks needs to get to the puck first. They need to win the foot races. They need to stay out of the penalty box. Now, East Grand Forks, we know when they get down, they get a tendency to take some penalties. Not going to do yourself any good skating a man short. So a couple of the tools of the game, again, you gotta win the foot races. You got to stay out of the penalty box. And I tell you what, Detroit Lakes, they got some goal scorers. They've got a couple of guys, 10 goals, 3, 4, 4, 3, but 14 and 14 points compared to East Grand Forks with 13, 11, and 10. So they've got some goal scorers, and again, they need to stay out of the penalty box. Keep your head up, win those foot races, get the puck out of the neutral zone as much as you can. And one thing I saw the last time with East Grand Forks, not a lot of shots on goal. Maybe one too many two passes, maybe too many two passes. Put more shots on net, crash the net, get there for the rebounds. And those are your tools of the game brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Logan Karski. So we're going to go over your keys to the game, brought to you by Jarrell Sports Center in just a minute.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great-tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
Big Jim's Tire is the area's #1 farm and ag tire supplier, and with harvest here, you want the best. Best tires, best service, and Big Jim's will get it done fast to get you moving again. Big Jim's Tire, Grand Forks.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
Nothing feels or performs better than a properly fitted golf club. Whether it's irons, driver, or putter, call us today for your free club fitting. For over 30 years, the Golf Center in Grand Forks has been your club fitting leader.
Valley Truck in East Grand Forks is proud to support our local high school athletes. With over 400 years of combined experience, they keep our community moving on and off the field. Trusted repairs, quality parts, and support for the next generation.
Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Wilrich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything Pro Ag has to offer.
We very much take a lot of pride in our work. Customer service has always been our number one.
We have the best materials. You're going to have the best people in the area to do the job.
If you can dream it up, we can make it happen.
Or head to gworkslf.com to get started.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new. Big or small, Finest Auto Trim can cover it all. To get a quote, go to finestautotrim.com.
All right, we are back live at the East Grand Forks Civic Center on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network on KNOX. All right, as we go through our keys to the game today, I kind of mentioned it a little bit. For one thing, we need to win the foot races. Again, find more offense like we were talking about. Now, when we go against their goaltender at Detroit Lakes, they got a goalie, Griffin Lindbergh. He's at about a 93% save percentage. The guy is a good goaltender. They saw that earlier in the year with him, and a lot of it is going to be on how he plays and be all out physical. When we're looking at these two teams right now, pretty evenly matched as far as size goes, but East Grand Forks, find more offense. Like I said earlier, put more shots on goal. Maybe storm the net a little bit. Be there for the rebounds. Maybe you don't need that extra pass and win the foot races. Now for the Detroit Lakes Lakers, they're going to have to establish a tempo right away. We've seen that with East Grand Forks. You know, you can't look at their one-loss record. But East Grand Forks, they find a way to win these close hockey games. So if Detroit Lakes wants to win this game, they need to get a couple of quick ones. They need to get that tempo going and watch the shots from the blue line. Something like I said, if East Grand Forks maybe put some more shots on net, that might be something. That's something I didn't see a lot of in the last game that I did get to call. I thought East Grand Forks could have put more shots on net. You know, like Wayne Gretzky said, you can't score unless you shoot, right? So find more offense, be all out physical for the Green Wave, establish tempo right away for the Lakers, and watch the shots from the blue lines. Your keys to the game, brought to you by Jarrell Sports Center, as we are live at the East Grand Forks Civic Center. Still got a little bit of time here before we get this thing going. But, yeah, so there's your keys to the game. And, again, our pregame brought to you by Signature Graphics and Apparel and True North Equipment. Only one other game going on that I can see right now, and, well, that'll be going on tonight, and that's the Grand Forks Knight Rider girls. They are taking on, I believe, Bismarck Century, and that game will be 7 o'clock. Of course, UND is home tonight. We have got the World Junior Tournament. Team USA plays at 5 o'clock, I believe, again tonight. Team Canada at 7. And I had a good time down in the locker rooms. Of course, you know, you talk to AD, Scott Koberinski, and then you talk to some of the coaching staff, Colton Sanderson. You know, both of those guys, of course, played for UND and are from up north. And, of course, I had to ask them the question, who do you root for? Well, I think you know the answer. We'll have more on your Signature Graphics, Apparel, and True North Equipment pregame in just a minute on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network here on KNOX.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting someone who pays attention to the little things that make a big difference. And to keep your family cool this summer, it takes Bryant.
Connect with Thermal Air today, your Bryant certified dealer.
In Grand Forks, it's about more than just where you live. It's about the people you trust when life happens.
At Logan Karski State Farm, we're proud to protect what matters most. I'm Logan Karski with State Farm, and we'd be honored to be your good neighbor.
When the lights go out, count on the pros. Bergstrom Electric in Grand Forks, the area's largest full-service electrical contractor. From commercial builds to homes, they're trusted for quality, safety, and award-winning work. Call today, 701-775-8897.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need. Turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
Nelson Auto in Grand Forks is proud to sponsor area athletics. We know the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto in Grand Forks, home to Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Hey, this is Pastor Paul. I'd like to welcome you to Hope Church, especially if you're a person that doesn't have a place where you hang out spiritually. We would love for you to come and experience hope and find God. Hope Church, 9, 10:30, and 6 p.m. on Sundays. For more information, you can check out gfhope.org.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for two.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
H&S Electrical Services is proud to support local high school sports. From homes to industry, we deliver safe, reliable electrical solutions. Locally owned and operated, our skilled team ensures quality and service you can trust. H&S, trusted in your homes and businesses.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to the East Grand Forks Civic Center. The Green Wave of East Grand Forks hosting the Detroit Lakes Lakers. Green Wave coming in at 3-7-1. The Lakers at 5-6-0. Now we look at our drive for the title here. We can look at the Minnesota A top 10 poll. I kind of mentioned this a little bit earlier. You got Hermantown undefeated with a couple of ties, 10-0-2. Hibbing at 10-1-1. Delano at 8-3-1, Sartell St. Stephen's 8-2-0, then Warroad ranked 5th in state 8-3-0. Of course, Warroad getting beat by Red River the other day. Blake, Northfield, Cloquet, Matabidi, and Breck. Now today, top 10 playing Hibbing is at Wyzetta, Detroit Lakes at East Grand Forks. That's a Section 8 team. Nobody in the top 10, but Detroit Lakes is ranked 20th. Now we got a whole bunch of games in the drive for the title tomorrow, including Eden Prairie at Hermantown. That would be a pretty good one. Matabidi at Minnetonka, Sartell at Buffalo, Breck at Delano. Detroit Lakes is going to be at Fargo Davies. And the game we'll have tomorrow at 2 o'clock will be East Grand Forks hosting Red River. And that is all part of the Gambucci Cup. That should be a good game. Every time there's a battle for the Gambucci, I tell you what, Red River, Grand Forks Central, East Grand Forks, I've been involved with these games since day one, and they have all been very, very good. So there is your drive for the title, and that's all part of your pregame here. Brought to you by Signature Graphics and Apparel and True North Equipment. So again, when we start looking at some of the numbers here, I want to go to our goaltending first off, as we have got Griffin Lindberg. Lindberg is the junior. He's 5-4-0 this year with a 2.29 goals against and a .930 save percentage. And then we look at Noah Schindley. Schindley right now with an .855 save percentage. I do not have any goals against numbers for him. Oh, yeah, there we go. 3.65 goals against. So you look at those two numbers right there. We've got a 2.29 against a 3.65. So, again, that's something we're going to need to worry about. Watch those goaltenders. You know what? Detroit Lakes goalie, he's either really good or not, and that's according to the scouting reports that I have heard. As far as I know, everybody's healthy, ready to go on the East Grand Forks team. I know they've got a nice little string of games going here. I had a little chat with, of course, Tyler Palmasino and the coaching staff. They wanted to make sure that everybody was that they wished everybody a Happy New Year. And you know what? If you can't make it to the game today, we understand a lot of people are working on a Friday afternoon. But that game tomorrow, that's going to be a barn burner. 3 o'clock right here at the East Grand Forks Civic Center. And, of course, as the Green Wave will host the Red River Rough Riders. Red River, of course, coming from the Eastern Dakota Conference. We're across the river. There we go. A couple of names to be watching for. Detroit Lakes, Easton Kennedy, the forward. He's got 10 goals on the season, 4 assists. Will Cymbaluk with 3 goals, 11 assists. Bauer Walter with 9 points. Henry Olsen with 8, as is Hudson Pettit. He's got 8 points, got a couple of guys with 6. We look over at the Green Wave. Tucker Lovejoy is the scoring leader for the Green Wave. 7 goals, 8 assists. Very balanced game. Tucker Lovejoy has 13 points. Nolan Mulebrook. He's got 3 goals, 8 assists, 11 points. Max Bees, the defenseman, with 10 points. Jace Panzer with 9. C.J. Chelman. Let me get a look at there. There's Cy Chelman, that is, with 7 points, and then they drop a bunch after that. So it should be a good one. Detroit Lakes coming in at 5-6-0, still in the top 20 in state against the Green Wave, who are 3-7-1. And our pregame will continue. brought to you by Signature Graphics and Apparel and True North Equipment. We'll be back in just a minute.
It's game day, and whether you're feeding the family or the entire team, Hugo's is the place to go. Score big with favorites from the meat department, delicious fresh veggies, and don't forget about the bakery to celebrate the big win. Hugo's Family Marketplace, your game day headquarters.
Thief River Glass handles it all. Aluminum storefronts, auto glass, windows, shower enclosures, and more. Just like our athletes, we're built for every season. No job is too big or too small. Call 218-681-1333 for year-round dependable service.
When you're looking for a change of pace, a change of routine, or a change of scenery, we'll help you find what's next. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Ready to launch your future? At Northland Community and Technical College, opportunity starts here. Train for high-demand technical and skilled trades or start with an affordable Associates of Arts degree and transfer with ease. Visit northlandcollege.edu.
The Kubota BX Series, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
For expert sales and service, visit Acme Equipment or online at acmekubota.com.
The body shop you work with is your choice, so pick the local team with the service you trust. Modern Auto Body in Grand Forks can make it look like the accident never happened. Schedule an appointment for an estimate on our website or give us a call.
All right, and we are live once again. Here we are at the East Grand Forks Civic Center. My name is John Roberts. Along with our awesome camera operator, here we are getting ready on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network here on KNOX. Luca Carpenter, of course, manning the camera today and helping me get through everything because I'm about as computer illiterate as they come. So thank you between Luca and Ryan and everybody else on the phone. You almost have to hold my hand, but at least I can talk. How's that? We still had a couple of minutes away before this game starts. Of course, it was supposed to start at 3 o'clock. When's the last time you were ever at a hockey game here that started on time? Because they never, ever start on time. Again, that junior varsity game, Detroit Lakes, I tell you what, they pretty much took it to East Grand Forks. The final in that one was 4-2. The shots are almost 2-1. And again, don't forget now, tomorrow, 2 o'clock, East Grand Forks is here home against Grand Forks Red River. And again, that's part of the Gambucci Cup. We'd mentioned a little bit about the World Juniors tonight. Well, USA and Finland will play at 5 o'clock. I believe this is they're on now to the quarterfinals. That game will be at 5 o'clock. Canada and Slovakia will play at 7:30. Of course, this year I think Canada is probably the overwhelming favorite. I guess I haven't looked at that much. And for all you NHL fans, let's see if we can figure this one out. See if we can't find out. Well, if you're a Winnipeg Jets fan, of course, you probably heard they lost to the Maple Leafs last night, 6-5. Doesn't hurt my feelings. Hurts some of my friends, though. Minnesota Wild will play late tonight, so what a great night for hockey. Listen to this. You could watch Team USA at 5, Team Canada at 7:30, and then at 9:30, the Minnesota Wild are out in Anaheim, and they're going to play the Ducks. And, of course, since that's out on the West Coast, that's going to be a later start, so that'll be a 9:30 start. Here, the Minnesota Wild and the Anaheim Ducks. So what a great day of hockey on the television. That's for sure. So, again, as we get ready for this one, when we talk about, everybody gets time off for school when it comes to, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. But then they cram a bunch of hockey games in there. And that's what they do. It's a chance for some of these teams to play teams not in their conference. It's also a good time for some of these teams to play afternoon games. They can play in an afternoon on a team or against a team that they don't play very often against. But then that brings up the whole thing. I've been seeing a lot of it on social media. In fact, I know our old football coach at Thief River Falls, Jeff Mumman, brought it up about when is enough enough? Should a player be benched or get in trouble if they go somewhere and miss time off, for a holiday, for a family trip? whatever. I look at it this way. You talk to any hockey coach, at least the hundreds of them that I have interviewed over my 45-plus year career, there's more to the sport than the sport, and that means it's not just about the game itself. It's about making these guys into awesome, outstanding young men. It's about teamwork. It's about watching your teammates' backs. It's about doing the right thing. And one of the right things is, in my opinion, is having to be there for the games. I get things happen. I get you all want to go on vacations. I get you might think you deserve it. But you've also got 17, 18, 19 other guys on that team. You're all in it together. That's my thoughts. Maybe this wasn't the time to say it or air it out, but I don't know. I just look at it this way. If you sign up and you try out for a team, you should be there. And if not, well, then you better be ready for somebody that, that's right there to take your spot. You look at these junior varsity teams, they are feeders for the varsity. And at any given time, most of these teams around here, you look at East Side, Central, Red River, they've all got guys on that junior varsity team just itching to jump up on the varsity squad. And that stuff can happen. I mean, it can happen if you miss. I get it. It's nice to take a vacation now and then, but I don't know. What do you say? I'd rather play the game. I know when I was that age I did, but anyway. That's my take on it. Again, our pregame brought to you by Signature Graphics and Apparel and True North Equipment. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Should be a good one today. If it's anything like that junior varsity game was, should have a great game here. Detroit Lakes, the Lakers, 5-6-0 overall. East Grand Forks, 3-7-1. You try to find standings for Section 8. They don't do it. Green Wave, of course, not in Section 8, but we can get the whatever it is where you've got the AA and the A, but they can never show you just one for Section 8. But anyway, I know East Grand Forks, they could use this win really bad today. I was talking to the coaching staff, like I mentioned earlier in the show, and I said, man, you guys got a tough weekend. You got this game today. You got Red River coming to your barn tomorrow, and they're like, hey, we got to get through today first, and absolutely need to get through today. Zamboni's probably got about another 30 seconds left before they get off the ice and we can get this game going. No injuries to report of. Nobody's sick. I know there is some nasty stuff going around. A lot of flu bug, a lot of influenza, a lot of this and a lot of that. Not a very big crowd here so far at the Civic Center. Of course, pushing 10 minutes after 3. Game scheduled for 3 o'clock, but oh well. All right, so again, tomorrow we will be back here starting a little bit earlier. Game time starts at 2 o'clock tomorrow against Red River, of course. Haven't got to talk to those guys at all this year. Haven't done any games over on the other side of the river for the first time in a long time. But again, you can't get much more fun as far as high school hockey goes than the Serge Gambucci Cup games. Red River, Central, East Grand Forks play each other twice. Whoever wins it all throughout the whole thing comes up with the most wins, losses, that kind of thing. They take the cup home. And I can't remember. I think Central, did they take it home last year? But, I mean, think about this. You had Grand Forks, Red River, Grand Forks Central played for the state title last year. Of course, Central winning it. East Grand Forks winning the Minnesota Section A state championship. That's some good hockey. You got your best A team in Minnesota. At least you go by last year. And your top 2 North Dakota teams. And you talk about a border battle. All you've got is the Red River of the North separating them. And think about it. How many East Grand Forks players, how many Red River, how many Grand Forks Central players have all gone on to play juniors, Division I, Division II, club, and how many have even made it to the bigs? Pretty impressive. You can call certain towns Hockey Town USA or whatever, but, yeah, you know what? We got some pretty dang good hockey here, too. Well, referees are out. Let's see if we got a list. I don't think we did. Trying to see if I recognize any of the refs. I do not. East Grand Forks cheerleaders, you see them out there right now. See the coaching staff for East Grand Forks. At least most of them are in the box now. Of course, you can see Tyler Palmasino and Colton Sanderson there. I don't know if anybody's been watching the college football playoffs, but boy, I tell you what, I don't know if I guess you could call them upsets. I saw some games that were, when I was watching on and off yesterday, boy, I tell you what, Indiana looks awfully sharp, but Miami kind of surprised me. A lot of people thought it should have been Notre Dame. Miami got the call. I think Miami looked pretty good, but I still think Indiana is going to be the team to beat, and I think that would be so neat. Not your typical, Alabama, Georgia, not, the Miami, the Michigans. It's not the same team all the time. It's like, wow, I saw the interview with the Indiana coach, and he's like, wow, what do you think? What do you think when people go, why Indiana? He said, why not? That was awesome. All right, guys, still waiting for him to come out onto the ice here as we are about 3 minutes or 12 minutes after the start of the game. Lights are now off. See if we can't get this thing going here. The East Grand Forks Civic Center. Welcome, everybody, to the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network on KNOX. My name is John Roberts, along with Luca Carpenter, getting ready to call this game. East Grand Forks hosting the Detroit Lakes Lakers. Lakers coming in ranked 20th in state with a record of 5-6-0. Taking on the Green Wave at 3-7-1. Everybody can think, well, 3-7-1. You got to look at who the Green Wave have played. Also, they play one of the toughest schedules you're going to find in Minnesota State high school hockey. Last year, were they at 500 going into the section tournament? They're either at 500 or one below or one above. Can't quite remember, but they were not anywhere near the top seed in Section 8 last year. And they ended up winning it, beating the number one team in state Warroad, and then, of course, going on to win the state tournament. So you never, ever count Detroit Lakes out. All right, your starting lineup for the Detroit Lakes Lakers: in net, junior, number 1, Griffin Lindbergh. On the points, number 19, Hudson Pettit. He's a senior captain. Other side, sophomore, number 43, Bauer Walter. Front three, junior number 6, Henry Olson on the left wing. On the right side, he's a captain, he's a senior, number 11, Will Simbaluk. And centering that first line, captain, he's a senior, number 42, Easton Kennedy. Head coach Ben Noah, Tanner Lane, Mike Miller, Cody Einerson, and Jordan Fields are your assistants. There you go, the Detroit Lakes Lakers. And now your starting lineup for the East Grand Forks Green Wave. In net, he's a junior, number 1, Noah Schindley. On the points, junior, number 25, Ryan Clausen. On the other point, junior, number 26, Max Bees. On the right side, number 20, he's a sophomore, Cy Chelman. On the other wing, he's a senior, number 6, Tucker Lovejoy. And centering that starting line, he's a junior, number 17, Jace Panzer. Of course, head coach Tyler Palmasino, assisted by Colton Sanderson, Jake Useldinger, Phil Hartwig, Nick Derrick, Braden Shea, Tucker Pullman, David Blue, and Anthony Mirando. And we're going to take a little time out here. We're just going to step away from the microphone as we play our national anthems and get ready for this game. Not going to lie. One of the oddest anthems I've ever heard. Started off with a little bit of Nickelback, and then a little bit more Nickelback, and then they got her going. But we're ready to go. Welcome back, everybody, to the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network on KNOX. John Roberts here is the Green Wave of East Grand Forks, ready to host the Detroit Lakes Lakers. Myself and Luca Carpenter, my cameraman, are here. Hope you all enjoy our stream today on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network on KNOX. Again, don't forget, we will be back again tomorrow. Let's see, tomorrow's game will be a 2 o'clock start, so way it goes probably be about 2:15, 2:30. But anyway, this is supposed to be a 3 o'clock start. We are just about ready to roll here. All right, of course, that first line, Lovejoy, Panzer, and Cy Chelman. Of course, back on the points, Clausen and Bees in the net. Noah Schindley going against Olson, Kennedy, and Cibuluk. And here we go. Face-off controlled by the Green Wave in their own zone. They'll try to move it up. Move the puck ahead. That time looking for Lovejoy. Gets past him all the way down into the corner and around the goal and back out of the zone. Back to the red line where it's picked up by Jace Panzer. Now Panzer, you know, they've got him listed as a center, but you'll see him pretty much skate wherever he wants to go. I know he'll drop back on the point quite a bit, but they've got him listed as a center as the puck is, of course, now down in the Green Wave zone. In the near corner. Olson fighting for it for the Green Wave, finally pulled out of there by Cy Chelman. Chelman moves the puck ahead to Lovejoy. Lovejoy going to dump it in. Picked up in the back by Walter. Walter in the half wall gets smoked. There's a quick shot. Rebound goes just wide. Braden Overgaard with a great chance there. And that should be the first shot on net, and it is. Thought the rebound was going to bounce up to him. Couldn't get a good shot off on it. Now here come the Green Wave back into the neutral zone. Puck control by Sully Broughton. Broughton going to dump it in where it is taken away by Overgaard, and now shot back in again by the Lakers. Green Wave behind their own goal. They'll try to move it up the near side. That's Chupka. Chupka gets checked off the puck, picked up by the Lakers. And now the Green Wave get it back and try to clear it out along the near boards. Not going to work. Dumped right back in again by the Lakers. Back to pick it up in the corner is Schmiedeberg, and we've got a whistle as the puck goes up and out of play. 15:29 remaining here in the first period. I'm looking at my screen and it says we're still at 17 minutes. That's not the case. We're at 15:29 as they drop the puck off to the left of Schindley. And now here come the Green Wave on a rush. Down into the corner, Nocky to get into the far corner, and now picking it up is Max Bees. Bees dumps it around into the far corner where the Lakers get it back, and they will clear it out. Bees is there. Bees looking for his man. Moves the puck ahead to Lind. Lind has it poked away back to the blue line where it's picked up again by Bees. Bees backs up. That time looking for Lind. Couldn't find him. Dumped right back in again by the Lakers. Schindley leaves it behind his own goal. Big check in the far corner going down that time was Kovar. Kovar gets the puck back behind his own goal, and he gets crushed again. Green Wave trying to clear it out of the zone, kept in by the Lakers momentarily. That's Bender with it. Bender back to the point. There's a hard wrister, kicked away by Schindley. That was Pettit with the shot, now in the far corner. Behind the goal, they'll try to kick it back into the corner, and that looks like it's going to go up and out of play also for another whistle. See if we can't figure out the time on this. Oh, boy. Okay, we're way off. All right, yeah, don't pay any attention to the clock because didn't that thing used to be automatic before? I didn't think I ever had to start and stop it every time. Oh, well. Face off to the left side now, Schindley. And the Lakers hold the draw. Back to the point. Quick shot. Kicked away by Shinley. Rebound. Oh, and the defense was there. Green Wave cleared out of their own zone. Green Wave deep in their own zone. That's Ryan Clausen. Clausen, that time he was looking to move it up to Chelman. Chelman couldn't get a good stick on it. It goes all the way down. And now the Lakers will clear it out of the zone. They catch east side on a line change. Here they come, 2-on-1, long shot, kicked away by Shinley. Rebound picked up by the Green Wave, off to center ice it goes. Now back to pick it up is Schmaltz. Schmaltz in his own end. Drops it off, good forecheck by the Lakers that time. Keeping it down and out, Easton Kennedy, the captain of the Lakers. So that's going to go up and out of play, and we'll have another whistle. 13:33 to go in the first period. Face off to the left side of Green Wave goalie Noah Schindley. And the Green Wave win this draw. They'll kick it behind their own goal. Trying to get it is Schmaltz. Schmaltz going to move the puck ahead. Kind of blocked in the neutral zone, though. And now here come the Green Wave. 2-on-2 with the puck. That's Muhlbrook. Muhlbrook couldn't get a shot off, and now it's stolen away by the Lakers. It's Ducharme, Max Ducharme. Take a look at that name there. All right, still down in the Green Wave zone. Now poking it back into his own corner is Jake Chupka. Chupka will take it in circle. He'll try to move it up, and he fans on the pass to Muhlbrook. Muhlbrook still manages to get a little chunk of it, and they'll dump it down into the Laker end. Catch the Green Wave on another line change. Here come Detroit Lakes. They're going to dump it down. That'll be Justison that dumps it all the way down. Goes around the goal, now in front, now back behind into that far corner again. And now finally behind their own goal, Clausen gets it, and he'll try to work it up the near side. Rink wide pass intended for Johnson. Johnson can't get a handle on it. Now he'll get back to it. Moves the puck over just a bit to Bratrud. Bratrud getting some good ice time. There's a shot. Oh, they thought they had scored. It hit the side of the net. Shot that time by Brody Johnson. And there's another long shot, easily steered away by Lindbergh. Picked up by the defense of the Lakers, and they'll move it out to the neutral zone. Along the boards is Whitworth. Whitworth going to dump it in, and the Lakers, some of them going to change on the fly here. 11:50 remaining in the first period. Again, don't look at the time that's on the screen. Down in the Green Wave zone it is as they try to clear it out. They do. They find Cy Chelman. Chelman going to skate it into the zone. Pass behind him. Great pass to Jace Panzer, but Panzer couldn't get the shot. Dumps it back to the point. That shot by Clausen was blocked. And now here come the Lakers again. They get it out to neutral ice. Rink-wide pass intended for Olsen. Olsen can't get to it, but stepping up to get to it was Brody Johnson. Or check that. That was Ryan Clausen. Clausen going to dump it down, but it's going to be icing called on the Green Wave. 11:20 to go in the first period. We are still scoreless here on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network on KNOX. If you're just tuning in, it's the Green Wave and the Detroit Lakes Lakers. Along with John Roberts and Luca Carpenter here with the play-by-play action. Face off to the right side of Shinley, and it is controlled by the Lakers. They'll dump it in all the way around. It goes into that far corner. First one back is Max Bees for the Green Wave. Bees tries to push it up that corner, and now here they finally come. Panzer's going to clear it out of the zone. Loose puck picked up by Henry Olsen. Olsen starts the rush for the... Oh, and they're going to call that offsides. That was close. Easton Kennedy... He was offsides, but not much. Face-off will be just outside the Green Wave zone. Your face-off brought to you by Apex Apparel and Big Jim's Tire. Controlled by the Lakers. And now loose puck. Left it standing alone was Max Ducharme. And they're going to shoot it all the way down. And this time, Griffin Lindbergh says, nah, I think we'll just hold on to that one. Face-off will be to the left side of Griffin Lindbergh. I believe that's Muhlbrook taking the draw. It is for the Green Wave. But the Lakers control the draw. Simblick knocked off the puck, but not before he gets it to Kennedy, and Kennedy will dump it all the way down. Shinley leaves it behind the goal. Green Wave going to try to move it up the far side, and here they come up the middle now with Mulebrook. Mulebrook zigging and zagging into the Lakers zone. Pass, nice shot that time by Lovejoy, but a better save by Lindbergh. So the Green Wave now with 4 quick shots in a matter of just a couple of minutes. Kind of slow start for the Green Wave today. Let's see if they can't get something going on this rush. Ooh, leg to leg. That could have been a bad one. Oh, and there's a collision. You could probably heard that one, let alone see it. Green Wave clear it in. First to get back there is Sean Lind. Lind fighting for it. He gets a little help from Courts. Courts in the corner now. It's stripped away by the Lakers. Here they come. Pass that time intended for Zimmerman, but too far for him, and it is picked up by Courts and dumped right back in, and here come the Lakers again. Just going to flip it up and out of the zone. All the way back to get it is Schmaltz. Schmaltz moves the puck ahead up into the near wall there, and that's Bratrud who's going to dump it down, and that'll be icing on the Green Wave. Still scoreless with 9:32 to go in the first period here. Face-off will be to the right side of Green Wave goalie Noah Schindley. Your draw brought to you by Apex Apparel and Big Jim's Tire. Face-off controlled by the Green Wave. They'll take it behind their own goal. That's Schmaltz. Schmaltz moves it up the far side for Lovejoy. Lovejoy hands it off to Chelman. Chelman right up in the slot back for Lovejoy. Lovejoy falls, couldn't get the shot off. Back to the point. I think they were trying to get it over to Clausen. Didn't work though. Goes all the way back. And the Lakers get it. Can they clear it out of the zone? No, they will not. Shot back in again and gloved easily by Lindbergh, and he holds on to it. Griffin Lindbergh, their goalie, again with a .930 save percentage. He's good. The scouting reports I got on him is if he's good, he's going to be very good. If he's bad, he's going to be not too good. Does that make sense? Face off to the right of Laker goalie Griffin Lindbergh and controlled by the Green Wave. But only for a minute. Dumped all the way back down again. Back to pick it up for the Green Wave. Deep in his own zone is Max Bees. Bees moves ahead to Panzer. Panzer now to his own blue line. That time he was looking for Chelman. Couldn't find him as it was deflected. And now the Lakers pick it up, and here come the Detroit Lakes Lakers. A couple of players collide. Lakers come in, tried the toe drag. Couldn't get the shot off that time, though, as Easton Kennedy. Now from the slot, there's a hard shot by Simbalek, and kicked away nicely by Noah Schindley for a whistle. A couple of players going at it a little bit after the whistle over there on the far side. So a little bit of action going on there. 8:34 remaining in a scoreless first period. Face off to the right now of Noah Schindley, brought to you by Apex Apparel and Big Jim's Tire. Face-off is, now it's down in the east side zone. Deep in their own zone, they'll pick it up and try to carry it out. That's Schmiedeberg. Schmiedeberg going to dump it down, and again, Griffin Lindbergh going to hold on to it. Pretty uneventful game here so far. Face-off will be to the left of Laker goaltender Griffin Lindbergh. Mulebrook wins the draw, gets it back to the point. They'll dump it into the corner. Good scrum, good physical action here in the corners so far. There's a shot that's kicked away by the defenseman. Rebound, high and wide, taken by Schmaltz. In the corner, there's another shot kicked right out front. Lakers going to dump it down. This should be icing, and it is. 7:47 remaining in the first period. If you are just tuning in, welcome everybody to the East Grand Forks Civic Center on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network here on KNOX. John Roberts with all the play-by-play. The Green Wave hosting the Detroit Lakes Lakers. Face off to the left of Laker goalie Griffin Lindbergh. Detroit Lakes wins the draw. They'll send it all the way around. That time they were looking to find Riker Zimmerman, but it got by Zimmerman, and the Green Wave dump it all the way back down again. And now the Lakers take it once again and again. Zimmerman dumps it down. Schindley just steers it to the side. Green Wave trying to clear it out of the zone. They finally get it out to center ice. Move the puck ahead for Brody Bender. Bender can't catch up to it. The Green Wave clear it out. Guys are banging. Brody Johnson just lost a stick. They do dump it down into the Green Wave zone. Picked up by Bauer Walter. Walter, nobody there, but gets it out to the Green Wave blue line, where it's picked up by Max Bees. Bees crosses it over, and they move the head up to Chelman. Chelman passes it over to Panzer. Panzer gets a shot, but kicked away by Lindberg. And now the Lakers will kick it out of the zone again and dump it all the way back down. Grant Kobar back to pick it up as they look for Panzer. Panzer moves the puck ahead to Chelman. Chelman knocked off the puck by the defense. Good defense by the Lakers, and here comes Will Simbulik. Simbulik down into the Green Wave zone. Got a man there, but fanning on the shot was Henry Olsen. What a nice play by Simbulik. Simbulik with another hard shot. Check that. That was Kennedy. Back to the point. There's a wrister. I don't know if Schindley saw that one, but that went high and wide. Loose now in the slot. The Green Wave will clear it out. Here comes side Chelman. Chelman going to dump it down. No icing. Green Wave going to change on the fly. Picked up now by Henry Olsen. And Olsen just gets shellacked by Nolan Mulebrook. And Olsen's going off with a limp. Here come the Green Wave on a rush. They'll lose the puck in the Detroit Lake zone. Now here come the Lakers. That's going to be Broughton. Broughton clears it out of the zone. Stolen away by Schmiedeberg. Schmiedeberg dumps it in. Green Wave with a little more urgency in their step right now, as now they are starting to win some of those races to the puck. Something they weren't doing earlier in the game. And as soon as I say that, here comes Lawson, Justison, and the Lakers. Right out front and right on Overgaard's stick. Overgaard kicks it over to the side for Mulebrook. Mulebrook going to dump it down. No icing. East side wants to change up the rest of that line. Long pass. Try to move the puck up as Justison. Justison does finally shoot it down. Picking it up now for the Green Wave is Wyatt Courts. Courts trying to move it up the near side, but kept right back in again by Detroit Lakes. That's Kennedy shooting it in now. Trying to get from a zone, behind his own net is Schmiedeberg. Schmiedeberg carries it up to the blue line. Had a man streaking towards the net. That was Lind, but couldn't find him. Now loose at the blue line. Some fancy stick work by Courts, but finally stolen away by the Lakers. Here they come at a 3-on-3. Pass goes wide into the far corner. Green Wave will clear it out to center ice, but dumped back in again by the Lakers. 4:35 to go in this first period. We are scoreless. Long pass, nobody there for the Green Wave. Lakers get it back deep in their own zone. They move the puck ahead. They're going to call this icing. So icing on the Detroit Lakes Lakers. They'll move it all the way down to their zone again. Face-off will be to the right side of Laker goalie Griffin Lindberg. Of course, your face-off brought to you by Big Jim's Tire and Apex Apparel. Face-off controlled by the Green Wave. Shot from the right point by Max Bees, easily gloved by Lindberg. Lindberg holds on to it for a whistle. Face-off again will be on the right side of Lindberg. Kept in nicely by the Green Wave defense. There's another shot, another glove save by Lindberg, and another whistle. Face-off again will be to the right of Griffin Lindberg. And the Lakers win the draw. Kind of a no-look pass that time, but they found their man. And that was Xander Bergeson. But Bergeson loses it. The Green Wave get it back. Here comes Cy Chelman. Chelman leads the rush into the Lakers zone. Chelman knocked off the puck at the near half wall. Shot goes wide and ends up in front of the net, picked up by the Lakers. Here they'll clear it out to the neutral zone as they try to get it into the Green Wave zone, and they do. Kind of a give and go, but not meant to be. And there's a shot blocked nicely by Bees. Bees felt that one, you could tell, as the rebound goes into the near corner. Lakers still control the puck. There's a shot. Might have got a piece of it, Schindley did. Lakers still control the puck. They dump it into the corner now behind the Green Wave goal. Out front, nobody there, and they score. The Lakers score. It looks like it's going to be 19. Oh, did they wave it off? Oh, looks. Are they saying the net was moved? No goal. Wow. All right, they're going to wave it off. Waiting for an explanation. And now the referees are looking at the net like it was the net's fault. Must have come off the mooring or something. Well, we thought we had the first goal of the game there, but not to be. Oh, they're lined up at center ice. I know the referee is over talking to the Detroit Lakes coach. He's not happy about it. It doesn't look like. And the face-off is going to be down in the green wave zone, so no goal. Only thing I can think of is the net must have been off the moorings. We didn't see it. So now the Apex Apparel and Big Jim's tire draw will be to the left of Green Wave goaltender Schindley. And again, controlled by the Green Wave this time as they shoot it behind their own goal. Trying to move it out the near side is Muhlbrook. Muhlbrook dumping it all the way down. And again, this will be icing on the Green Wave. 3:15 remaining. And the face-off this time controlled by the Green Wave as they try to clear it out of the zone. Schmaltz with the pass up the far side to Overgaard. Overgaard got Schmaltz. Got a man out front. Couldn't get the shot off. Well, you talk about being in the right spot at the right time. Chupka was right there waiting for a rebound. Now here come the Lakers again. Puck carried now by Justison. Justison behind the Green Wave goal. Gets kicked into the far corner now, or the near corner, and on the near half wall. Green Wave tried to clear it up, but kept in by Descharmes. Descharmes dumps it back in. All the way back into the near corner to pick it up for the Green Wave now is Schmiedeberg. Schmiedeberg passes it right out front to a Laker. Took the shot, was saved, but that was Whitworth with the shot. Boy, oh boy, that could have been a huge mistake for the Green Wave. The Green Wave now down in Laker territory, and as soon as I say that, the Lakers get it, and I think we're going to have a penalty. And I believe it's going to be on Detroit Lakes. This might be a cross-check. Looks like it's going to go on Easton Kennedy. So let's see, the penalty, 229. Penalty at 4:38. So now East Grand Forks will be on the power play. RBB electric power play for the Green Wave. 2:29 remaining in the first period. And the Green Wave on the power play after the Easton Kennedy 2-minute cross check. And there's a goal from the Green Wave. And I believe it is going to be Max Bees. Max Bees lighting the lamp. That'll be Max Bees' 5th goal of the year. So we'll see who gets the assist on that, but Max Bees with the power play goal. So Kennedy with the cross check. Max Bees lighting the lamp, brought to you by Bergstrom Electric to make it 1-0. We'll wait for the official scoring on that. Face up, dumped in. All righty. Who Lit the Lamp, brought to you by Bergstrom Electric. Power play goal at 14:35 is 5th of the year for Max Bees. Tucker Lovejoy and Nolan Mulebrook with the assist to make it 1-0 in favor of the Green Wave. Face-off right outside of the Detroit Lakes blue line. Green Wave control it, but it's going to be offsides. Try to get back. That was Mulebrook. So they'll try it again. Another Big Jim's and Apex Apparel draw, this time controlled by the Green Wave, back in their own zone. Try to move it up a little bit, stuck right in front of their own bench. And now the Green Wave finally kick it back to the Laker blue line. Picked up by Hudson Pettit. Pettit going to go rink wide to the near side. Trying to find Justison. Justison dumps it in where it's picked up by the Green Waves. Bodie Schmaltz. Schmaltz looking that time for Bratrud. Bratrud getting a lot of ice time here tonight. Dumped into the corner over Bratrud's stick. And here come the Lakers once again into Green Wave territory. Losing the puck, some fancy footwork by Carter Whitworth. Whitworth dumps it into the near corner. Back there is Justison. Back around the goal into the far corner now. Trying to see who that number is, but a couple of Green Wave or a couple of Lakers there. Under a minute to go in the first period. The Lakers come up with it. Behind the goal is Carter Whitworth. Whitworth kicks it back. He's looking for Cymbaluk. Cymbaluk back to the point. That's Walter. Walter tries to skate it. He's hauled down. And the Green Wave looking for a long pass. Nobody there but empty ice. That's going to be icing. So a pretty quiet first period so far. One penalty on Detroit Lakes Easton Kennedy. And the Green Wave took advantage of it. On the power play, Max Bees with his 6th goal of the year. Face-off now will be to the right side of Noah Schindley. Your Big Jim's Tire and Apex Apparel draw. 33 seconds remaining. And the draw controlled by the Lakers. And that time they were trying to find the point man who was pinching up. And there was nobody there. Skated in now by Cymbaluk. Cymbaluk finally dumps it behind the Green Wave goal. Into the near corner. Boy, there's a hard check there. Ryan Clausen got the worst of that one. Clausen going to go back and pick it up now from Schindley. Under 10 seconds to go. That's going to dump it down. Will this be icing? Oh, and they blow icing. I didn't think they would. Panzer was going at it there with Bauer Walter. I didn't think they were going to call the icing on that, but they did. Face-off will be to the left side now of Noah Schindley. And that'll about do it. So let's see here. All right. At the end of one period, East Grand Forks holding on to a lead. They lead 1-0. We'll be back to tell you all about the first period in just a couple of minutes here on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network on KNOX. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivards Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Go to rivards.com.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Go to rivards.com.
Rivals on the ice, united in the stands, and everyone's geared up from Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. Hockey gear, fan apparel, Nodak Pride, we've got it all and more. Locally owned, 1004 South Washington Street. Shop local, shop Jarrell's.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, GrandTrailersales.com.
Signature Graphics in East Grand Forks is your one-stop shop for all your branding and design needs. From embroidery, vinyl wrapping, laser print, and more fully customized from start to finish, all in-house. Signature Graphics. We craft your vision. You watch it come to life.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the East Grand Forks Civic Center on the Rivard's Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network on KNOX. Along with John Roberts here as we are in the first intermission after one period. East Grand Forks, they lead Detroit Lakes 1-0. Very quiet period. Easton Kennedy got the cross-check penalty at 14:31. Detroit Lakes player, well, East Grand Forks, they jumped on it 4 seconds into the RBB Electric power play. Max Bees scores his 5th goal of the year, power play goal. Tucker Lovejoy with an assist, along with Nolan Muehlebrook, and that was at 14:35. That's basically all there is to talk about. And we talked about some of our keys to the game and our tools to the game, and I had mentioned putting more shots on goal, which I think East Grand Forks is doing. They outshot Detroit Lakes 11-6. And they need to really test Griffin Lindbergh, the goaltender for Detroit Lakes, and they did. It was kind of a back-and-forth thing, but the game is physical. That was another one of our keys, was the physicality. Detroit Lakes and East Grand Forks both playing pretty physical. Normally when we see these games, East Grand Forks will kind of start off the physical part of the game, and then it usually takes the other team a little bit of catching up to do. I think Detroit Lakes was maybe ready for that to happen tonight or this afternoon. I'm going to say that all day now, tonight. And I think they were kind of ready for it. Kind of sloppy the first half. I thought, actually the beginning, Detroit Lakes probably outplayed the Green Wave for the first 5 minutes or so. And then it was like the Green Wave said, hey, come on, we got to get this going here. They put more shots on goal. And again, 11-6, the final for shots in the first period. 11 for East Grand Forks, 6 for Devils Lake. So kind of what we said is going to happen. I mean, already 17 shots in the first period. Griffin Lindbergh with that .930 save percentage. I mean, that's some good stuff for a goaltender. And I tell you what, he's also been tested on the other end, and that's Noah Schindley, the junior, kicking away all 6 of the shots that he faced. So, again, our intermission brought to you by Grand Forks Welding and High Plains Water. After one period, 1-0, East Grand Forks leads the Detroit Lake Lakers. And we'll be back with more action right after this.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, GrandTrailersales.com.
Rivals on the ice, united in the stands, and everyone's geared up from Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. Hockey gear, fan apparel, Nodak Pride, we've got it all and more. Locally owned, 1004 South Washington Street. Shop local, shop Jarrell's.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. Pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. SprayAdvantage.com.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
The Ski and Bike Shop in Grand Forks. Gear up for ski season or hit the trails on a fat tire bike. At the Ski and Bike Shop, we offer top brands, ski and snowboard service, and everything you need for cold weather fun. The Ski and Bike Shop in Grand Forks, where your next adventure begins.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. Pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. SprayAdvantage.com.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
The Ski and Bike Shop in Grand Forks. Gear up for ski season or hit the trails on a fat tire bike. At the Ski and Bike Shop, we offer top brands, ski and snowboard service, and everything you need for cold weather fun. The Ski and Bike Shop in Grand Forks, where your next adventure begins.
Spray it.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
Big Jim's Tire is the area's #1 farm and ag tire supplier, and with harvest here, you want the best. Best tires, best service, and Big Jim's will get it done fast to get you moving again. Big Jim's Tire, Grand Forks.
Well, welcome back, everybody, to the East Grand Forks Civic Center on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network here on KNOX. My name is John Roberts, along with Luca Carpenter, bringing you today's action. Green Wave and Detroit Lakes Lakers. And our intermission brought to you by Grand Forks Welding and High Plains Water. Again, not a whole lot to talk about in that first period. In fact, pretty quiet. One penalty on Detroit Lakes. That was a cross-checking penalty. At 14:31, that led to the Max B's power play goal 4 seconds later. 14:35 to make it 1-0. Bees with his 5th goal of the year. Again, the power play. Tucker Lovejoy with an assist. And Nolan Muehlbrook with an assist. And again, the time of that goal at 14:35 to make it 1-0 for the Green Wave. And again, our intermission brought to you by Grand Forks Welding and High Plains Water. If I missed some of these, I'm trying to get them all in there. Tomorrow, we're going to have another good one here on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network on KNOX. Tomorrow's game time will be at 2 o'clock, and it will be the Green Wave hosting the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders, all part of the Gambucci Cup. That is going to be a barn burner every time these teams play. It is. Of course, Red River coming off a big win over Warroad the other night. So, boy, I tell you what, I think Warroad, what did we say, they're ranked 4th? I believe, when we were looking at our drive for the title of the pregame, I believe Warroad is ranked 4th in Minnesota Section A. And after that, the top 20, the only other team up there in the top 20 would be these Detroit Lakes Lakers, and they are ranked number 20th. So that should tell you something right there. I mean, normally, you've got Warroad, East Side, Thief River, usually up in the top 20 most of the time, most years. Not so this year. Is Warroad and Detroit Lakes. So East Grand Forks would be a big one if they could continue this today and get this victory over to Detroit Lakes. Right now the Green Wave just 3-7-1. Lakers would love to get to 500 because right now they are 5-6-0. That tells you how good teams are in Minnesota when you're a losing record and you're still ranked in the top 20 in state. That ought to tell you something. Trying to see where I got the rest of my notes here. Again, girls hockey tonight, Grand Forks Knight Riders hosting Bismarck Century. That game will be at 7 o'clock tonight. Also have, and where did I write it down? Oh, I got the Rumble on the Red going on in Fargo, too. Big wrestling tournament. I believe both Red River and Central's teams are there. That's at the Fargo Dome. That's I believe a big 2-day event. So for all your wrestling fans happen to be in Fargo. Then again, we got, let's see here if we can find out. Let's see if we can't find out. I know the Wild are playing tonight. Let's see, UND hockey. Look these guys up and see what time they're playing tonight. All right, they've got Mercyhurst tonight and tomorrow. 7:07 tonight, 6:07 tomorrow. So UND hosting Mercyhurst. Also have the World Juniors tonight. And you have USA and Team Finland at 5 o'clock. Team Canada, Slovakia at 7:30. And then the Minnesota Wild out in Anaheim to take on the Ducks. That game will be at 9:30 tonight. So some of the other things that's out there worth watching, all part of the Grand Forks Welding and High Plains Water intermission. Ran into Coach Scotty Oliver before the game. And if you know Scott Oliver, was a part of East Grand Forks Hockey's coaching staff for a long time, let alone, I mean, this guy has coached football, he's coached hockey, all the way from probably the squirts level all the way up to the college level. Done a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and I know a lot of people still lean on him for advice. And it's always fun running into, I always call him Coach, but I call a lot of guys that. Always fun running into Tim Oliver, or Scott Oliver, I should say. Always fun running into Scotty. Great to see him earlier tonight. So done with the Zamboni, done resurfacing. Still got 2 more periods to go. East Grand Forks leads Detroit Lakes 1-0 here on the Grand Forks Welding and High Plains Water intermission show. Shots again, 11-6 in favor of East Grand Forks. Had a couple of big hits where guys got up slow, limped off. Hopefully everybody's ready to come back and be 100% here for periods 2 and 3. Well, the coaching staff starting to work their way out of the box now for East Grand Forks. All right, let's see if we can get this figured out. Hey, do you know how to move the period on this thing? I'm looking. I'm not seeing nothing. I'm going to try to keep up with the clock this time, but wouldn't be on the second page. Score. Oh, what's that? Let me see. Oh. Clock. Oh. Didn't want to do that. Oh, well. All right, well. Getting ready to start period number 2 here. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the East Grand Forks Civic Center. Green Wave and the Detroit Lakes Lakers on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network on KNOX. John Roberts along with Luca Carpenter getting ready for period number 2. It is not period number 1. Let's see. Nope, that's not it. So the Green Wave do lead 1-0. Huh. All right, here we go. They're going to drop the puck off again, and somebody didn't like it. Mr. Lucasen, the referee, did not like that. They're going to try it again. All right, face-off goes all the way down to the Lakers zone. Lakers trying to get it out to the far side. Kicked up along that far half wall. Just shy of the Green Wave bench. They're not moving it at all. Finally kick it out, and it was back into the corner. Where Lakers try to get it out of the zone, but it's held in nicely by the Green Wave. Dumped right back into the corner by Chelman. Goes around the goal where it's picked up now by Bauer Walter. Walter loses the puck to Panzer. Panzer with a wrister. Easy glove save made by Lindbergh. He holds on to that one for a whistle. I'm never going to be able to keep the clock going. So it is the second period, folks. There's 16:25 remaining in the second period. Face-off will be to the right of Laker goaltender Griffin Lindbergh. And there's a shot and a goal! Green Wave score! And I believe it's going to be number 19, Jake Chupka from the point. So 38 seconds into the period. Chupka, I believe, is going to be the goal scorer. That'll be Chupka's first goal of the year. And off the face-off, dumped right back down again into the Lakers zone. Lakers trying to clear it out. It'll be kept in by the Green Wave defense. On the near side now is Schmaltz. Schmaltz trying to get the shot off. They'll kick it back to the other point. And that's Schmiedeberg. Schmiedeberg dumps it into the corner. Kicked all the way around by the Lakers. Held in, though, with a shot by Brody Schmaltz. Oh, out front, fanning on the shot was Overgaard. Overgaard had a wide open net. Hey, all right. I don't see what you did. Chupka from Mellebrook. 38 seconds into the game. Chupka, believe it or not, his first goal of the year. And that makes it 2-0 in favor of the Green Wave, who face it off again to the right of the Detroit Lakes goaltender. Green Wave hold on to the shot. Boy, that was a good shot. Or hold on to the puck. Bees from the point. I don't think Lindbergh saw that at all. Got him right in the belly. And now here come the Lakers on a 3-on-3 down into the East Grand Forks zone. Green Wave do a great job of stealing the puck away. Here they come. It's Wyatt Courts. Courts with a weak shot, actually probably looking for Lind. A little bit too far in front of Lind to get a handle on it. Goes into the near corner. Johnson is there with the puck back to the point. Weak shot. Rebound picked up. Kicked back out to the point. There's another wrister from the point again by Max Bees. And this time Lindbergh holds on to it. All right, 15-13 remaining in the period. Face-off. Again, we'll be down to the Lakers zone to the left side of the Laker goalie. Your draw brought to you by Big Jim's Tire at Apex Apparel. Knocked back in by the Green Wave, but they had to check up. Boy, I tell you what, the puck has been down in the Lakers zone this entire period so far. At the beginning of period number 2, there's another long shot. This is going to be icing. Seems like that's all Detroit Lakes has got for anybody right now. It's just dumping the puck down. Big change from the first period. So again, the Big Jim's Tire and Apex Apparel draw. Be to the right side of DL goalie Griffin Lindbergh. And the Green Wave win the draw. One-timer. Oh, that hit somebody out front, and that's smart. And Jake Chupka took that one to the back of the leg. That's going to leave a mark. And again, Detroit Lakes dumps it down, and again, it's going to be icing. 14:37 remaining in the second period, 2-0. East Grand Forks is your leader. One of the goals coming on the RBB Electric power play. And the face-off once again, this time again controlled by the Green Wave. Back to the left point for Kovar. Kovar kicks it over to the right side. He was looking for Bees. Bees now back to Kovar again, back to Bees. There's a shot, and again, it hits traffic. That time it got the rear end of Cy Chelman. East side doing a good job of blocking their own shots. At least they're creating traffic out front. Another chance. Oh, wow, I tell you what. That was a rifle of a wrister from Tucker Lovejoy, and I believe it might have been deflected by Cy Chelman. That was a hard shot, and Griffin Lindbergh gloved it. I don't know if it went right into the glove or if he saw that, tracked it the whole way, but that was a heck of a shot and a heck of a save. Face off to the right side now of Lindbergh, and another shot that goes wide. Again, East Grand Forks doing a great job of controlling the draws and the face-offs. There's a one-timer from top of the slot. That's going to go high and wide by Bees. Lakers just doing anything they can to get it out of the zone right now. The Green Wave doing a great job of keeping it in there. Dumped right back in again by Kovar. All the way around into the far corner. Going back for it is Chelman. Chelman comes up with it. He'll go behind the Laker goal. Chelman ridden off the puck momentarily by Pettit. And now Detroit Lakes gets it out of the zone. Getting checked hard off of the puck was Bauer Walter. And now here come the Green Wave. Grant Kovar. Kovar passed it over to Chelman. Chelman with a shot. Save made by Lindbergh. Lindbergh holds on to it for a whistle. 13:25 remaining. It's not what it says, 16-19. 13:25 to go here in the second period. It is still 2-0. East Grand Forks leads. Who lit the lamp, you ask? Jake Chupka and Max Bees to make it 2-0. Who lit the lamp? Brought to you by Bergstrom Electric. Green Wave fighting for the puck. That's Braden Overgaard. Overgaard losing it. Now here come the Lakers. Easton Kennedy. Kennedy has Olsen with him. Dumps it in. Green Wave pick it up behind the Laker goal. And here come the Green Wave. Braden Overgaard leads the rush. Overgaard's got a man but couldn't get him, and that was Mulebrook. Behind the goal goes Overgaard. Stolen away momentarily by the Lakers. Controlled by Kennedy. Kennedy goes around the goal. Trying to move it up is Simbluk. Simbluk can't do it. There's another weak shot. Easily steered away by Lindbergh. Kept in nicely by the defenseman Lind. And now finally they clear it out of the zone. Back to get it for the Green Wave will be Schmiedeberg. Schmiedeberg goes rink wide. He finds Kortz. Kortz going to skate it in. Drop pass. He's got Lind. Lind into the corner. Puts it all the way around the goal. Back to the far point is Clausen. Clausen finds the man. There's an easy wrister. Not a hard one by Kortz, but steered away or hit traffic. And the Lakers cleared out of the zone. No look pass. That's not going to work. We're going to have a penalty coming up, and I believe, who's this going to be on? I don't know if they called this one on. It's going to be on East Grand Forks, I believe. It's cross-checking on Sean Lind. Let's see, 12:08. 4:52. So Sean Lind going to go for cross-checking at 4:52. And that is going to give a power play to Detroit Lakes. So the RBB Electric power play, on call, on time, and online, rbbelectric.com power play, as now the Detroit Lakes Lakers are on the power play, and the Green Wave will dump it all the way down. 11:45 remaining in this 2-minute power play for the Lakers as they regroup, and here they come. Leading the charge is Easton Kennedy. Easton Kennedy down into the green wave zone. He'll dump it over to the side, this time for Rhett Walter. Walter now moves the puck ahead to Kennedy. Kennedy back behind the goal and stolen away by the green wave. Here comes Braden Overgaard. Overgaard got a man with him. Good defense that time. Boy, I tell you what, he had Jace Panzer just sitting there waiting. What a great defensive play, though, by the Lakers. Now here comes Detroit Lakes again. Will Cymbaluk. Cymbaluk tries to dump it in, but it's stolen away nicely by Max Bees. And now Green Wave going to clear it all the way down. 56 seconds remaining in the RBB Electric power play for Detroit Lakes. They're down in their own zone. Right now they're having a hard time getting it out because of the forecheck of the likes of Nolan Mulebrook. And now finally here come the Lakers. It's going to be Pettit. Pettit takes it to the line, dumps it all the way around. Kept in though momentarily by the Lakers. Boy, he did everything he could back there. Easton Kennedy did. And the Lakers going to dump it in. Well, I tell you, number 22 got hit from behind there as he was trying to get into the bench. That was Whitworth. Whitworth still on the floor in the Detroit Lakes bench. Coach is looking at him like, are you going to get up? Another hard check that time. It was Chalman. Chalman just laid out Henry Olsen. Now both teams at full strength. Now here come the Green Wave. Sean Lind, he's got a man with him, and that's Jake Chupka. Chupka with a wrist shot. Save made by Griffin Lindberg. So the Green Wave and their penalty kill team doing a great job on the RBB Electric power play for Detroit Lakes. Held them to, what'd they get? One shot on the power play, not bad. East Grand Forks, like we had said in the pregame show, had to be a little more physical, and they are doing just that this second period. I haven't really seen Detroit Lakes lay any hits out right now, but the Green Waves sure are. And it's dumped all the way down into the Green Wave zone where it is picked up by Mason Busick, or checked out, Weston Bratrud. Into the corner now, the defenseman, Brody Schmalz, is back there. Schmalz going to move it up the far side to Bratrud. Bratrud, he goes rink wide, looking for Brody Johnson. Johnson can't get to it. Loose puck in the neutral zone, picked up by the Lakers. There's a hard shot that time, and that's off the blocker by Schlotteroff. Schlotteroff with the shot, but again, this is a nice save by Schindley. And the Green Wave going to clear it down into the Lakers zone. Lakers deep in their own territory, fanning on the pass that time, trying to get something out of it, and I don't have, okay, yeah, I do. That's Bauer Walter. 2-on-2 for the Green Wave. Trying to get the puck to Panzer. Lovejoy was trying to get it to him, couldn't do it. Lovejoy with the puck once again. Lovejoy now back to the point. Clausen shot out front, finally putting the glove on it and holding on to it is Griffin Lindberg. Oh, if you're just tuning in, welcome to the East Grand Forks Civic Center on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network on KNOX. I'm John Roberts, the play-by-play. Luca Carpenter, my cameraman today. Face-off. Finally brought out to the neutral zone. Picked up, though, by the Green Wave. Some fancy stick handling there by Cy Chelman. Chelman finally dumps it in, kicked over to the side now by Lindberg. Nice rink-wide pass to Whitworth. Whitworth, though, has it knocked off his stick. That was some good defense by Mac Bees. Max Bees going to dump it all the way down, and it's going to be... What they got going here? I didn't see what happened. Must be icing. So icing on the Green Wave. Eight minutes exactly remaining in the second period. Green Wave lead, 2-0. 7:48 remaining. And the Green Wave going to clear it out. This is going to be a long one, and this will be icing. Some extra stuff going on there between Carter Whitworth and Mulebrook. Might have been a couple of words said when Mulebrook went by the Detroit Lakes bench. Face-off will be to the left side now of east side goalie Noah Schindley. Lakers win the draw. Quick shot. That's blocked. There's another shot. Schindley kicks that one away. A couple of quick shots that time by Simblick. Green Wave looking along the far boards. They're trying to clear it out of the zone. They were looking for Chupka. Chupka couldn't get it. They're still there battling for it. Now dumped behind the Green Wave goal. Goes around the goal into the near corner. Carter Whitworth is there for the Green Wave. Or for the Lakers, and we're going to have a tripping penalty. Let's see who this is on. And it's going to go on Detroit Lakes. Carter Whitworth. $7-11. Should be $9.49, I believe the penalty will be. So here we go, power play opportunity for the Green Wave and the RBB Electric power play on call, on time, and online. RBBelectric.com. Face-off controlled by the Green Wave, and they'll keep it in the Lakers zone. Behind the goal now, side Chelman. Chelman along the near half boards for Panzer. Panzer dumps it in, picked up by Mulebrook. All right, so Whitworth 2 minutes for tripping. Lakers did manage to clear it all the way down to the Green Wave zone. Now it is picked up by Bees. Bees moves it over to Panzer, over to Bees. Got him wide open, but what a kick save made by Griffin Lindberg. And the Lakers dump it down to the Green Wave blue line again, and here come the Green Wave. Mulebrook right in front of the Green Wave zone, kicked back down. Going back to pick it up in his own zone now is Lovejoy. Lovejoy way behind his own goal. Lovejoy going to start the rush from deep in the Green Wave territory. Here he goes now into Laker territory, and he kind of tripped up there. Ooh, that could have been a high stick. Another shot that's deflected or just goes wide of the net. Green Wave controlling now on this RBB Electric power play. Panzer from the top of the left circle. There's a shot, save made by Lindberg, holds on to it. Wow, how's that? Somebody bought 50-50 tickets and never went down and picked it up, so they're throwing another number out there. Wow. $50, all right. Green Wave control the face-off. Panzer from the left point. Panzer skates it up. Shot, oh boy, nothing but net. Oh, wow. That was a shot, Jace Panzer. That's going to be Panzer's fourth goal of the year. Let's see here, 5:49. I believe the power play at 11:12, but Jace Panzer. All right, let's see here. All right, who lit the lamp? Brought to you by Bergstrom Electric. East Grand Forks is Jace Panzer with his fourth goal of the year on the power play, assisted by Nolan Mulebrook and Tucker Lovejoy, and that will make it 3-0. Green Wave lead. Let's see here, Jake Chuka. All the way down to the Lakers zone. It's going to be held onto by Griffin Lindbergh. So right now, East Grand Forks with a nice 3-goal lead. We still have 4:56 to go here in the second period. Face off again to the right side now of Griffin Lindbergh, the Detroit Lakes goaltender. And again, the face-off controlled by the Green Wave. Stepping up, trying to get the shot off, but fanning on it, Grant Kobar. And the rebound is picked up by the Lakers. It's Bauer-Walter. Walter going to skate it all the way in, down to the Green Wave zone. Walter falls behind the net, but gets it back to the point. There's a shot that's weak, that goes wide. Rebound in the corner, picked up by the Green Wave. It's Lovejoy got a man on him. Panzer comes in to help, and they'll clear it out of the zone. Had a man waiting all the way down there, and that side Chelman. Chelman couldn't get a good handle on it. Boy, he comes in with the backhand, though. Just about snuck that one by Lindbergh. And the Lakers clear it out. Here they come in an odd man rush, trying to get the shot off. Great defense that time. Blocking the shots was Mulebrook. Another shot weak, stopped by the Green Wave. They're going to dump it all the way down. This will be icing. That time they were looking for Tucker Lovejoy. Just couldn't quite get it to him. So when we look at who lit the lamp today for the Green Wave so far, Max Bees, Jake Chupka, and Jace Panzer. I can't believe Panzer's, it's only his 4th goal of the year, I believe. Look at that again. Yeah, his 4th goal of the year. Green Wave and another rush. Get it past the Laker blue line and can't do nothing more with it as the Lakers break it up, and they'll dump it back down to the Green Wave zone. On the far point now and deep in his own zone is Mulebrook. Mulebrook, fancy stick work, takes it down into the Lakers zone. That time he tried to find Braden Overgaard. Overgaard, they'd go in for a line change, went over his stick. Lakers trying to clear it out of their own zone. That's Rhett Walter. And we got a helmet off. Henry Olson. Of course, that happens. That's stop a play. So no harm, no foul, no harm. How does that go? No harm, no foul. 3:21 to go in the second period, not 16-19. 3-0 is the score. All right, face-off controlled this time by the Green Wave. Again, Ryan Clausen. Clausen dumps it down, kicked away easily by Lindbergh. Rebound picked up, kicked back to the point again. Here they got a man right out front. Oh, and he shoots and he scores! That one come out of nowhere. That was Wyatt Courts. So Wyatt Courts going to make it 4-0. Courts with his 3rd goal of the year. East Grand Forks coming alive here in the second period. 3 unanswered goals, 4 unanswered goals if you look at it the whole way here, but we'll wait for an official scoring. Wyatt Courts with his 3rd of the year, though. At least that's what I've got. All right, who lit the lamp? Brought to you by Bergstrom Electric. Wyatt Courts with his 3rd goal of the year with the assist going to Sean Lind. And Max Bees at 13:53 to make it 4-0. East Grand Forks face-off down in the Green Wave zone. Oh, there's a quick shot off the face-off. What a great kick save there by Schindley. Schindley not tested a whole lot in this period so far. They've only got 4 shots off in this period. But shots like that come out of nowhere, man, you got to be ready, and he was. Long shot from the right point, taken that time by Schmiedeberg, easily gloved by Lindberg. So 2:25 remaining here in the second period. If you're just tuning in, the East Grand Forks Green Wave right now leading the Detroit Lakes Lakers, ranked 20th in the state of Minnesota in Class A. Eastside leads 4-0. It's time to face off. How about that? Looks like the Lakers actually controlled one there for a second. But I tell you what, the Green Wave, they are just swarming. They are doing such a good job of, like we said earlier in the beginning of the game, in the pregame, you got to win the battle of the puck. You got to get there first, and they have been doing that this entire period for sure, and most of the first period. There's another shot that's deflected, goes up into the netting. Schmaltz with the shot. They're taking more shots. They're parking people out front. They're kind of shying away from that extra pass, if you will. And again, I thought I saw a lot of that the last couple of games. Maybe don't need to pass it that often. Put more shots on goal. Face off now to the left of Laker goalie Griffin Lindberg. Panzer going to take the draw for the Green Wave, and he wins the draw against Kennedy. There's a shot that's deflected wide. Rebound kicked back in by the left point. Max Bees into the corner, now behind the Laker goal. Picked up now by the Lakers defenseman Hudson Pettit. Pettit trying to go wide that time, looking for Walter. Goes over Walter's stick all the way down into the Green Wave zone. Behind the goal into the far corner where Panzer will pick it up. Panzer's looking for his man, and he finds him. That's Chelman. Chelman dumps it and loses it. Picked up now by the Lakers. That's Cymbaluk. Cymbaluk with a drop pass. Trying to get the shot off was Kennedy. That's deflected up and out of play again. $1:24 to go here in the second period. 4-0 is your score. Lakers win the draw. Quick shot again. One of those quick shots that Schindley, I don't even know how the heck he sees them. They come so fast, but another great save. Again, he hasn't been tested a lot this period, but the ones he has are coming out of nowhere, and they have been rifles. So this game could easily be 4-3. Under a minute to go now in the second period. Lakers dump it in easily, gloved by Schindley. Schindley will leave it for his defenseman. Green Wave, no look pass that time, intended for Bratrud. Bratrud couldn't get it, so they're going to switch all of the guys. Full line changes except for the defense. Down into the Green Wave zone it goes. First one there will be Ryan Clausen. Clausen in the corner, tries to move it ahead, looking for Lovejoy. Kept in, though, by the Lakers. That's going to be a shot from the point. That's Hudson Pettit with the shot right into the belly of Noah Schindley, and he'll hold on to that for a whistle. Face off again to the left of Schindley. And again, this time the Green Wave will win the draw as they clear it out of the zone to center ice. Walter's there to break it up, kind of. And now here come the Lakers. That's Broughton. Broughton with a shot. Kicked away easily by Schindley. Rebound goes into the far half wall. Green Wave are there first. That's going to be a wrap for the second period. Let's see here. All right, there we go. After two periods, East Grand Forks leads 4-0. As we go into our second intermission, brought to you by Grand Forks Welding and High Plains Water. We'll be back with your scoring and kind of tell you what happened here in the second period right after this.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
When the lights go out, count on the pros. Bergstrom Electric in Grand Forks, the area's largest full-service electrical contractor. From commercial builds to homes, they're trusted for quality, safety, and award-winning work. Call today, 701-775-8897.
Ready to launch your future? At Northland Community and Technical College, opportunity starts here. Train for high-demand technical and skilled trades or start with an affordable Associates of Arts degree and transfer with ease. Visit northlandcollege.edu.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
Nothing feels or performs better than a properly fitted golf club. Whether it's irons, driver, or putter, call us today for your free club fitting. For over 30 years, the Golf Center in Grand Forks has been your club fitting leader.
Valley Truck in East Grand Forks is proud to support our local high school athletes. With over 400 years of combined experience, they keep our community moving on and off the field. Trusted repairs, quality parts, and support for the next generation.
Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Will Rich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything Pro Ag has to offer.
We very much take a lot of pride in our work. Customer service has always been our number one.
We have the best materials. You're going to have the best people in the area to do the job.
If you can dream it up, we can make it happen.
Or head to gworkslf.com to get started.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new. Big or small, Finest Auto Trim can cover it all. To get a quote, go to finestautotrim.com.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to the East Grand Forks Civic Center on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network on KNOX. Our intermission brought to you by Grand Forks Welding and Machine, the Men of Steel, High Plains Water, your source for awesome water in Grand Forks. We'll lit the lamp this period. And brought to you by Bergstrom Electric, Jake Chupka, his first goal of the year. Man, I thought he had more than that. 38 seconds into the period, Nolan Mulebrook with the assist. That made it 2-0. East Grand Forks, Sean Lynn with a 2-minute cross-checking at 4:52. Didn't do anything. No scores, no nothing. Well, then Carter Whitworth with a 2-minute tripping penalty for Detroit Lakes. That was at 9:49. And that, of course, brought the RBB Electric power play for East Grand Forks. On call, on time, and online, rbbelectric.com. Jace Panzer with the power play goal. And I tell you what, for being the player Panzer is, I was really surprised to find out that was only his 4th goal of the year. So, give him 10 points for the year so far, but Panzer with a big one to give him a 3-goal lead. The power play goal at 11-11. Nolan Mulebrook with an assist. Tucker Lovejoy also with an assist. So Mulebrook now with 3 assists on the game. He assisted Max Bees' first goal. He assisted Jake Chupka's first goal of the year. And he got the assist on Jace Panzer's power play goal. Wrapping up the scoring at 13:53 of the second period. Wyatt Courts with a great play got his 3rd goal of the year to make it 4-0. Sean Lind with the assist along with Max Bees. So there you go. After 2 periods, East Grand Forks leads 4-0. Shots in that period, East Grand Forks with 12 for a 2-period total of 22, even though when you look on the board it says a 2-period total of 26. Devils Lake with 7 shots in that period, and they've got a 2-period total of 13. So there you go. Your intermission brought to you by Grand Forks Welding and Machine, the Men of Steel, and High Plains Water, your source for awesome water in Grand Forks. Again, 4-0 East Grand Forks lead. Shots in the period. Well, we'll call it 26, all right. 16, 26. 26-13 shots. How about that? 26-13. We'll be back with the rest of your intermission coming up here in just a couple of minutes on Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, right here on KNOX.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
If you've got an electrical emergency, call RBB Electric. We are your 24/7 electrician. Your call will always be answered by an RBB employee ready to help 24/7. RBB Electric is on time every time. Your time is valuable, and we don't waste it. RBB Electric always calls ahead to schedule service. We are online always. If you suffer from slow download speeds, call our certified network designers and installers. On call, on time, and online. RBB Electric won't leave you in the dark. RBB Electric, your 24/7 electricians.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting someone who pays attention to the little things that make a big difference. And to keep your family cool this summer, it takes Bryant.
Connect with Thermal Air today, your Bryant certified dealer.
In Grand Forks, it's about more than just where you live. It's about the people you trust when life happens.
At Logan Karski State Farm, we're proud to protect what matters most. I'm Logan Karski with State Farm, and we'd be honored to be your good neighbor.
When the lights go out, count on the pros. Bergstrom Electric in Grand Forks, the area's largest full-service electrical contractor. From commercial builds to homes, they're trusted for quality, safety, and award-winning work. Call today, 701-775-8897.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need. Turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
Nelson Auto in Grand Forks is proud to sponsor area athletics. We know the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto in Grand Forks, home to Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
When the lights go out, count on the pros. Bergstrom Electric in Grand Forks, the area's largest full-service electrical contractor. From commercial builds to homes, they're trusted for quality, safety, and award-winning work. Call today, 701-775-8897.
Ready to launch your future? At Northland Community and Technical College, opportunity starts here. Train for high-demand technical and skilled trades or start with an affordable Associates of Arts degree and transfer with ease. Visit northlandcollege.edu.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network here on KNOX. I'm John Roberts, live from the East Grand Forks Civic Center, as the Green Wave, after two periods, are leading the Detroit Lakes Lakers. They're up 4-0 on your intermission, brought to you by Grand Forks Welding and Machine, the Men of Steel, and High Plains Water, your source for awesome water in Grand Forks. First period, we talked a little bit about it. Not much happened. We had a goal and a penalty. After one, East Grand Forks led 1-0. Well, then the floodgates, if you will, kind of opened up a little bit in the second period. East Grand Forks, I don't know what the Green Wave coaching staff said to those players between the first and second period, but in this guy's opinion, the Green Wave came out. They looked like a whole different team that second period. Their forechecking, their back-checking were sharp. They were very physical. They out-hit the Lakers big time. They put more shots on net, less passes. They had a couple of great chances. In fact, Griffin Lindbergh, I mean, he's a great goalie for Detroit Lakes. He did a great job of making it the score it is. But then again, the few shots that Detroit Lakes got, I tell you what, Noah Schindley, they were some very, very hard shots, very quick shots, and Schindley, for not getting a whole lot of action in that period, he did a fantastic job of keeping the puck out of the net. So again, who lit the lamp, you ask? Max Bees with his 5th goal of the year in a power play in period number 1. Jake Chupka got his first goal of the year right off the bat in the second period. Who else here? Carter Whitworth, Jace Panzer, Wyatt Courts, all scoring to make it 4-0. So, yeah, my phone's ringing here, and I'm trying to do a game. So there you go, 4-0 after 2 periods on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network here on KNOX. Again, don't forget, again, tomorrow the battle for the Gambucci Cup. If you're not familiar with what the Gambucci Cup is, they have a competition between Central, Red River, and East Grand Forks. They play each other twice. Of course, Central Red River's games, they count as EDC, but they also count as part of this whole thing here, which is called the Gambucci Cup. So that'll be a big one for tomorrow. And that game gets underway at 2 o'clock tomorrow. So that ought to be fun. Make sure you stick around for that one. All right. All right, again, we are at 4-0 here. Zamboni is just coming off the ice now. Shots after 2 periods, 26-13 in favor of the Green Wave. Now, coming into today's game again, remember, oh, there we go. Remember, Green Wave not ranked in the top 20 in state. Detroit Lakes ranked 20th. How about that? So this is going to be a big one for the Green Wave. Hopefully they get through this one, be all rested up, be ready for tomorrow, because tomorrow they got another tough customer coming into their barn here. That'd be the Rough Riders of Grand Forks Red River. So we're looking at about 4:43. We're about 15 minutes away now from the World Junior Tournament. Team USA taking on Team Finland at 5 o'clock. Got Canada and Slovakia at 7:30. Got the Minnesota Wild out in Anaheim to play the Ducks. That's a 9 o'clock game. And, of course, UND is home this weekend. Boy, I tell you what, if you're in the area, you could have a whole day today of hockey, whether you want to watch it live or on a TV somewhere or the comfort of your own home. Pretty much do it. That's the beauty of streaming. Like, you can watch this game and, of course, go right into the junior game, Team USA. And for those of you, like there are some people here that care about Canada, Team Canada plays tonight, 7:30. All part of the World Juniors. Of course, 3 UND players on Team USA. And they're not doing too bad, I might add. All right, 17 minutes on the clock, getting ready for period number 3. The Green Wave with a 4-goal lead. All right, Green Wave cheerleaders are out there. Here come the Detroit Lakes Lakers, and they are quiet. I tell you what, they got beat up, they got outplayed, they got out-hit. Pretty much got out everything in that second period. All right, I can see the Green Wave through the tunnel as they are getting ready to come out onto the rink. "17 minutes on the clock." Here come the Green Wave. All right, both teams out on the rink now, doing their last bit of stretching. Detroit Lakes about ready to go. One more period of play here. Well, the Lakers have got their work cut out for them. If they want to make this a hockey game, they trail 4-0. 4 goals, 1 in the first period by the Green Wave. The other 3 coming in period number 2. Of course, Bees with that power play goal in the first period. Chupka with a goal in the second. Panzer with a power play goal. And Kortz with a goal to make it 4-0. And here we go, getting ready to drop the puck for period number 3. All right, let's do it. Panzer takes the draw, wins it for the Green Wave. Be dumped down by Chelman. Nope. Well, dumped down a little bit, I guess. He did manage to clear it down there. Green Wave go behind their own goal, or check that, the Lakers behind their own goal. Green Wave again, keeping it in the zone. Lakers trying to clear it out. They finally do. Kennedy with the puck now. Kennedy's got a man with him. Easton Kennedy. Kennedy skates it in, goes behind the Green Wave goal. Back to the point. Coming up, fanning on the wrist shot was Pettit. Stolen away by the Green Wave. Here they come. It's Max Bees. Bees got a man with him, and that's Panzer. Panzer with a shot. Glove save made by Lindberg, and he holds on to that for a whistle. So the face-off will be to the right side of Laker goaltender Griffin Lindberg. And the Green Wave win this draw. There's a shot that's blocked. Wrister taken that time by Chupka. Blocked, though, by the defender. Another wrister, and boy, how that got through the traffic and made it to Lindberg. I don't know, but it did, and that was a heck of a wrist shot, too, coming from Chupka. So try it again, face off the same spot to the left side of Griffin Lindberg. And this time the Lakers win the draw, and they just kick it out, and this is probably going to be icing. Nope, they wave it off. So the Green Wave ride it all the way around the goal. Here they come on another rush. It's Muehlebrook. Muehlebrook tries a little toe drag move, tries a shot, but that's blocked away by Ducharme. Ducharme now into the near corner it goes. Back to the point, over to the left side. There's a wrister, kicked away, rebound, just misses. Simbalak with the original save, or check that, Lindberg with the original save. Rebound was right there, went right through the crease, just not close enough. Green Wave still controlled. They'll kick it back to the right point. Dumped into the corner that time by Schmiedeberg. Around the goal it goes now into the far corner. Pinching up to get it first is Schmaltz. Schmaltz takes it, tries a shot from the side, try to bank it off the goalie's shoulder. Didn't work that time, and the Lakers clear it out to the neutral zone. Green Wave pick it up. They're going to dump it in. They've got to check up, and they do so because they're in the middle of a line change. Now the Lakers try to move the puck up the near side. Pass intended for that time, but not being able to get to Hendricks. And now it's finally dumped back into the Green Wave zone. Bees is the first one there, dumps it along into the corner, and now the kind of a give and go with the wall. Wow, boy, that was a close one. Right through the legs of Schmiedeberg. Boy, we're lucky Schindley saw that one because he had the man perfectly screened in front of him. That'll be a shot on net, though. Green Wave clear it out to the Detroit Lakes zone. Picked up by Walter. Walter ridden off the puck. Loose puck now in the neutral zone. Skating up to get it first is Schmiedeberg. Schmiedeberg goes rink wide. Now here come the Green Wave. It's Bees. Bees skates it into the Lakers zone. There's a shot off the side of Lindberg. Rebound. That shot kicked up and out of play. That'll be a whistle. That was Chelman with that second shot off the rebound. So the face-off this time will be to the left side of Laker goalie Griffin Lindberg. Panzer going to take the draw for east side against Easton Kennedy for the Lakers. Kennedy wins the draw. They'll clear it out of the zone all the way down. They're going to wave off icing. First one to get back there will be Whitworth. Whitworth comes in, takes the shot. Save made by Schindley. Rebound picked up by the Green Waves' Max Bees. Bees leads to 3-on-2. There's a shot by Panzer from the left side into the gut of Lindberg. Lindberg holds on to it for a whistle. 14:01 remaining in regulation. East Grand Forks leads 4-0. Face-off now will be to the right side of Griffin Lindberg. Again, 14:01 remaining in the first period, or third period, rather. Wow. Lakers win the draw Went off the dasher and up into the netting. For a whistle, they're going to drop it right where they did before. Right side of Devils Lake goalie Griffin Lindberg. And the Lakers win the draw. Behind the goal, they come into the near corner. Trying to get something happening there. That was Ducharme. Ducharme couldn't do nothing with it. Now they finally move it up. Here comes Cymbaluk. Rink wide pass and a give and go. Trying to find Kennedy that time. Kennedy takes it behind the Green Wave goal. Kennedy comes in with a backhander that was fairly weak and goes wide of the net. And the Green Wave get it, and they dump it all the way down. I don't know why they wanted to do that. Oh, they wanted a line change. Oh, they waved off the whistle, the icing. And here comes Detroit Lakes. Oh, boy, what a great shot that time. Easton Kennedy. And again, I tell you what, the shots that the Lakers are taking, Schindley has been screened on the majority of them, and how Schindley can keep coming up with those saves. Boy, I tell you what, it's like he can see through people. He is playing very well tonight. Face-off will be to Schindley's right, and the Lakers win the draw. There's a quick shot, hits traffic out front, doesn't make it to the net. Rebound picked up by Courts. Courts going to take it to the red line and dump it all the way down. Behind the Laker goal it goes. Lakers get it first, try to move it out the near side. Kept in, though, by the defense and the Green Wave. Oh, and he comes in, steals a puck, and scores. It's like it was written that way. Max Bees comes in from the point, grabs the puck, walks it in, and does just shelves it. Top corner for the goal. So Bees, let's see, Bees, it's going to be his, that'll be his sixth goal, his second of the night. So Max Bees with a couple of goals here. So Bees all alone at 3:59. Max Bees, his second goal of the night. Lighting the lamp with Bergstrom Electric. 5-0, your Green Wave lead. 12:29 remaining. Here come the Detroit Lake Lakers. That's Pettit out front. Rebound, couple of shots off of Schindley, both times. Second rebound or third rebound picked up by the Green Wave. Here they come. It's Tucker Lovejoy. Lovejoy got a man with him. That's Panzer. Give and go back to Lovejoy. Lovejoy's shot goes just wide. Hustling back to keep it in the zone. Nice job by Cy Chelman to keep it in. Into the near corner it goes. Down in the Lakers zone. Panzer loses a stick. Got a word for the ref. Gets it back at center ice. Goes rink wide for Kovar. Kovar over to the near side now, looking for Schmiedeberg. Schmiedeberg with the long pass ahead. And there comes the shot taken by Lovejoy off the blocker of Lindberg. Yeah, I didn't see what they called that. I think they knocked the net off the mooring. Looks like they're going to drop it at center ice. Nope. Right outside of the Laker blue line, near side of the rink. Lakers win the draw, and they'll clear it up to the, well, now into the East Grand zone. Cymbaluk, the captain of the Lakers, with the puck in the near corner. Overgaard just kind of sat there and let him just kind of mess around with the puck. He wasn't in a hurry to do anything with it. Still with the puck, it's Whitworth. Whitworth behind the goal. Looking for Kennedy, back to the point. Broken up. The Green Wave going to clear it out of the zone, and they do. Fanning on it, trying to shoot it in was Ducharme. Ducharme couldn't do it. Ends up all the way down into the Lakers zone again. Around the goal here, they'll try it up the near side now. Boy, a lot of sloppy play now, and now here comes Schlotteroff. Schlotteroff ridden hard into the boards that time by Muehlbrook as they get it down into the Green Wave zone. Green Wave come right back out of the zone with it. Johnson Brody Johnson with a shot, goes wide all the way around up the far boards now. And all the way back to the Green Wave blue line. Rink wide for Clausen. Clausen, he's got a man, and that's Lind. Lind has it stolen away from him. Here comes Justison. Justison for the Lakers, ridden off the puck of the half wall by Chelman. Makes it into the far corner. Broughton is fighting for it. Broughton, along with Wyatt Courts. And now here come the Green Wave. They steal it away. And that's Ryan Clausen. Clausen will dump it down. They need to switch a couple of guys here while it's down in the Detroit Lake zone. 9:55 remaining. 9:54. Green Wave dump it down. Lakers pick it up at their own blue line. And again, heads up play by Panzer to keep it into the Detroit Lake zone. Trying to take the shot that time was Chelman, but that hit traffic. And that's going to be icing on the Lakers with 9:29 remaining in regulation. Only one goal in this third period by Max Bees, his sixth goal of the year, his second goal of the night. And the faceoff goes through the east side defense. Kept in by the Lakers. They'll dump it into the corner. Now behind the goal. Zimmerman is back there for the Lakers. Also trying to help is Bender. But picked up by the East Grand Forks defenseman, Max Beese. Max Beese moves the puck ahead. Panzer now at the Detroit Lakes blue line. In the slot, there's a hard shot. Glove save made by Lindbergh. $8:59 to go. Both teams will change their lines. World Junior Tournament should, Team USA should just about be ready to get going here. As they play Team Finland. Just a couple of minutes. 5 o'clock is that scheduled game. Catch it on the NHL Network. Still down in the Lakers zone. Good forechecking by Muehlebrook. Try to keep it in the zone. And they finally move it out. Whitworth going to get it and dump it down. Goes over Schindley's stick around the goal all the way back out of the zone and dumped back in again by the Lakers. They got to check up. Back to pick it up is Ryan Clausen. Clausen gives it right around the goal. They'll headman the puck ahead, looking for Courts. Courts, nobody there, banks it off the boards down into the Lakers zone. They move it up the near boards for Whitworth. Whitworth goes rink wide. He's looking for Simbalek. Simbalek couldn't get a handle on it, and it's stolen away by the Green Waves' Bodie Schmaltz. Now the Lakers get it back. There was a chance that time for Broughton. Broughton just wide of the net. Puck hung up behind the Green Wave goal. Now it gets kicked into the near corner. Courts is there, but it's taken out of there by Simbalek. Simbalek now has it poked away back out to center ice. Boy, nothing to do there for Bauer Walter, but dump it back down. Detroit Lakes on the line change. Pass that time intended for Panzer. Stolen away, though, and they kick it back to the point. Looking for Schmaltz. Schmaltz has to skate it in. Now he'll drop it back to the man who took his spot, and that's Tucker Lovejoy. Back into the corner for Schmaltz. Schmaltz now behind the goal. Goes back to the left point, looking for Chelman. Chelman kicks it back off to Lovejoy. There's a shot, and it's a glove save and smothered by Griffin Lindbergh. That time, Jace Panzer was there waiting to jump on that rebound. Oh, I'm off with my score. Let's see here. Now, that makes better sense. 5-0. Green Wave with the puck. Dump it into the corner. Panzer's going to get there first. Not first. Ducharme got there first. Ducharme is still there. Kicks it along there to the near half wall. Pinching up to try to keep it into the zone with Schmiedeberg. And he does a good job of doing that. Shot goes wide around the goal into the far corner, now the far half wall. And there to pick it up is Schlauderoff. Schlauderoff going to take it past the red line and dump it all the way down. It goes off the blocker of Schindley and up and out of play with 6:49 remaining. Hey, if you're looking at the score and it's confusing you, I bet it does. I went from 2-0 to 2-2 to 5-2 to 5-0. 5-0 is the correct score. And don't look at the time either. We're down to 6:41. 6:41 remaining in regulation. East Grand Forks leading Detroit Lakes 5-0. I tell you what, from the start of the second period on, it has basically been all East Grand Forks. That puck was up into the rafters. No whistle. Didn't hit nothing. And I'm very surprised, too, that we've only had, 3 penalties this entire game, and it's been a physical game. Behind the Green Wave goal, and it's going to be knocked all the way down. And this, are they going to call this icing? It will be icing the Green Wave. We're the ones that shot the puck. So we got Grand Forks Knight Rider girls playing tonight. They're home against Bismarck Century. That'd be a good one to go check out at 7 o'clock if you're jonesing for some good girls hockey. Of course, Mr. Kilgore doing a good job over there, as he always does with those Knight Rider girls. Pretty cool when you can get both high schools combined for one team. 6:01 to go, regulation, 5-0. East side leads Detroit Lakes. Face-off will be to the right side of East side goalie Noah Schindley. Green Wave win the draw, they'll work it up the far side. Panzer looks for Chelman. Chelman goes into the far corner. Chelman at the half wall. And he can't catch up to it. Poked all the way back down to the Green Wave zone. Picked up by Schmaltz. Bodie Schmaltz moves the puck ahead. They go rink wide. Rink wide looking for Lovejoy. Lovejoy going to dump it in. Panzer's the first one there in the near corner. Goes back to the point. There's a hard wrist shot taken by Schmaltz and saved by Lindberg. Well, that time Tucker Lovejoy got knocked down after the play. Some people didn't like it. All right, face-off now will be to the right side of Detroit Lakes goalie Griffin Lindberg. What do we got here? We're going to have a penalty. We're going to have a hook. I didn't see who it was on. I think it's going to be on EGF. Yes, it will. It's going to be Braden Overgaard. So Braden Overgaard with a 2-minute hook at 11:34. Check that holding. So that's going to be a holding penalty on Braden Overgaard. So an RBB Electric power play for Detroit Lakes. On call, on time, online, rbbelectric.com. And we've got a Detroit Lakes player down, and there's going to be a penalty. And it's going to be another penalty coming up on East Grand Forks. That's going to be a slash. That's going to be a Max Bees. .42 did not like that one. That one looked like it hurt. So B's going to go off for slash at 12:07. So for the next minute, 28, it's going to be a 5-on-3 in favor of Detroit Lakes. Boy, I tell you what, they came in and had a great opportunity to score there on Schindley. Schindley comes up big with the saves. And the Greenway managed to clear it out to center ice. So a 5-on-3 advantage on the RBB Electric power play for Detroit Lakes. RBB Electric on call, on time, and online, rbbelectric.com. Back to the point. They'll kick it over to the left point. Skating around a little bit with it is Bauer Walter. Walter moves it over to the right side for Cymbaluk. Back to Walter. Now back to the other Walter. Right out front, loose puck. Nobody can get a stick on it. Boy, look at the points, the defensemen for Detroit Lakes. They're right up there at the top of the circle, and there's a shot from almost behind the net that time. And that was taken by Rhett Walter, and that went up and into the netting. So 30 seconds remaining in one penalty, 1:03 in the other. So for 30 seconds, Detroit Lakes will be up 5-on-3. And it looks like somebody's going to call a timeout, and I believe it's going to be Detroit Lakes calling the timeout on that one. So again, I'm guessing this is something that Coach Palmasino did not want to see at this juncture of the game. Braden Overgaard at 11:34 going off, 2 minutes for holding. And then at 12:07, Max Bees with a slash penalty. So skating 5-on-3, this will test the penalty kill for sure for East Grand Forks. They've been doing a great job so far. I mean, not a whole lot of penalties. We had 1 in the first period, 2 in the second period, and 2 in this period. So 2 on Detroit Lakes and 3 now on East Grand Forks. So, okay, there are a couple of brothers on the team. Thought I was seeing things there. Bauer Walter and Rhett Walter. Oh, no, they're not twins. It must be brothers, freshman and a sophomore. And I wonder if the principal of the school is related. That's Jill Walter. All right. Horn blows. Timeout is over. 30 seconds remaining in the 5-on-3 power play for Detroit Lakes. East Grand Forks in no hurry, sending their 3 players out there. And the face-off to the left of Noah Schindley. Green Wave win the draw. Important draw. Giving a ride all the way around, but kept in by Easton Kennedy. Kennedy over to the left, the right side for Simblok. Back to Kennedy. A one-timer just goes wide of the net just a little bit, but boy, was that a rifle. What a shot taken by Carter Whitworth. And again, that net down at that end, they're having a hard time keeping that thing in the moorings. Again, bumped just a little bit by Schindley. And again, they moved the puck. Oh, they said that wasn't a goal. That was in. I'm pretty sure that was a goal. And they're going to say that wasn't a goal, and I'm pretty sure I saw that net move back there, but I'd love to see the replay on that one. Now they're only a man short. I don't know, man. Oh, boy, I thought that was in. The referee was right there. He said no. Here comes Detroit Lakes again. There's another shot. Schindley holds on to it for a save. Referees are getting their earful here saying that was a goal. So Mr. Lucasen calls the linesman over. Yeah, people yelling, check the replay, check the replay. I don't think they're going to give it to him, but boy, from up here, now they had a way better view than I did. For sure, but from up here, I thought that looked like it went in the net. It was fast. I mean, it was very fast. I don't think there's much they can do about it. I gotta wait and see. I don't know what Palmasino is. Almost looks like he's a little mad about something, but I Well, let's see what. They're coming out to center ice. Oh, they're going to give him a goal.
Detroit Lakes was awarded a goal despite that guy in the stands yelling and screaming.
So Detroit Lakes scores their goal. So there goes the shutout for Noah Schindley, and that goal was in and out so quick. I don't know who got the goal. We'll wait and see for the official scoring. All right, we didn't get the scoring. It was a power play goal. They didn't even get the official scoring, so I don't know if we'll get it for you or not. But that makes the game 4-1 now with 2:51 remaining. And now both teams at full strength as Max Bees is back into the box. Now here come Detroit Lakes with the puck once again. Fancy stick handling by Will Cymbaluk. There's a shot. Schindley with a save, holds on to it, smothers that one for a whistle. Be nice to find out who got that goal, but I don't think we're going to. Face-off will be to the right side of East Grand Forks goaltender Noah Schindley. Easy shot. Just kind of rolled down into the glove of Lindberg. Smothers it for a whistle. Face-off now to the left side of Griffin Lindberg. Green Wave, I'm going to say win the draw. There's a shot steered away easily by Lindberg into the near corner. Round to the far corner, here come the Lakers. Can they clear it out of the zone on another rush? That's Ducharme. Ducharme dumps it down. First one back for the Green Wave is going to be Kovar. Kovar dumps it back behind the goal from Muhlbrook. Muhlbrook going to work it up the far side. Here comes the rush by the Green Wave. Into the Lakers zone. Muhlbrook with a hard shot. Easy glove save made by Lindberg. Holds on to that one for a whistle. $1:49 remaining in regulation now. And again, they'll drop into the right side of Laker goalie Griffin Lindberg. They do control that draw. And they'll clear it out of the zone. Back deep in his own zone to pick it up now is Jake Chupka. Chupka looking rink wide that time for Schmiedeberg. Schmiedeberg couldn't get a good handle on it, and it's dumped back in again by the Lakers. Back to pick it up now is Bees. Bees in the near corner, dumps it up, moves it ahead, looking for and finding Chupka only for a minute, and then it's stolen away by the Lakers, and they dump it back down. In the near corner, down to the Green Wave zone, there's a shot, easily steered away that time by Schindley. Don't think that one was on net, but still down in the Green Wave zone. Bees is there. Bees looking for, and well, Overgaard couldn't get a hold of it. Dumped back in again by the Lakers. A minute to go, under a minute to go in regulation. As the fans are starting to leave the Civic Center. Okay, so here we got Carter Whitworth got the goal. With the assists will be Easton Kennedy. And the other assist will go to Bauer Walter. So Whitworth from Kennedy and Walter to make it 5-1, 36 seconds to go here. Face off to the right side now, Griffin Lindberg. From the point, shot high and wide, taken that time by Clausen. Well, we're going to have a trip coming up on somebody. Didn't see who it was on. I believe it's going to be on Detroit Lakes. Looks like it's going to be number 19, Hudson Pettit. Eight. $16.32. So now, Green Wave on the RBB Electric power play. On call, on time, and online, rbbelectric.com. Shot from the point, gloved by Lindberg. Holds on to that. The shot that time taken by Schmiedeberg. So just over 16 seconds remaining here in the game. So again, the face-off. Wyatt Court's going to take the face-off. This time the Lakers win the draw. And they're going to dump it down. That should be it. So we've got a final, everybody. East Grand Forks beating Detroit Lakes, the final of the game, 5-1. Stay tuned. Our post game, brought to you by Spray Advantage, is coming up just a couple of minutes here on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network on KNOX. Again, our final, East Grand Forks 5, Detroit Lakes 1. We'll be back in a minute.
Hey, this is Pastor Paul. I'd like to welcome you to Hope Church, especially if you're a person that doesn't have a place where you hang out spiritually. We would love for you to come and experience hope and find God. Hope Church, 9, 10:30, and 6 p.m. on Sundays. For more information, you can check out gfhope.org.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for two.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
H&S Electrical Services is proud to support local high school sports. From homes to industry, we deliver safe, reliable electrical solutions. Locally owned and operated, our skilled team ensures quality and service you can trust. H&S, trusted in your homes and businesses.
It's game day, and whether you're feeding the family or the entire team, Hugo's is the place to go. Score big with favorites from the meat department, delicious fresh veggies, and don't forget about the bakery to celebrate the big win. Hugo's Family Marketplace, your game day headquarters.
Thief River Glass handles it all. Aluminum storefronts, auto glass, windows, shower enclosures, and more. Just like our athletes, we're built for every season. No job is too big or too small. Call 218-681-1333 for year-round dependable service.
When you're looking for a change of pace, a change of routine, or a change of scenery, we'll help you find what's next. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Ready to launch your future? At Northland Community and Technical College, opportunity starts here. Train for high-demand technical and skilled trades or start with an affordable Associates of Arts degree and transfer with ease. Visit northlandcollege.edu.
The Kubota BX Series, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
For expert sales and service, visit Acme Equipment or online at acmekubota.com.
The body shop you work with is your choice, so pick the local team with the service you trust. Modern Auto Body in Grand Forks can make it look like the accident never happened. Schedule an appointment for an estimate on our website or give us a call.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to the East Grand Forks Civic Center, our post-game show brought to you by Spray Advantage. Here's what happened in the game. First period, fairly quiet. Had a penalty on the Detroit Lakes early in the game. No biggie, nothing hurt. Then Max Bees on the power play. Well, I guess it was something hurt there with Kennedy's power play or penalty. It did put East Grand Forks on the power play. I was wrong here in the periods. That'll be his 5th goal of the year for Max Bees. Tucker Lovejoy with an assist, along with Nolan Mulebrook and that'll make it 1-0 at the end of one. Second period comes along, 38 seconds into the period. Jake Chupka gets his first goal of the year. Nolan Muehlebrook with the assist, so Muehlebrook with assist on both goals so far. Sean Lynn with a 2-minute cross-check at 4:52. Detroit Lakes Carter Whitworth with a 2-minute trip at 9:49. And then we go back on the power play, and Jace Panzer gets the third goal for East Grand Forks, his fourth of the year on the power play. Nolan Muehlebrook with an assist along with Tucker Lovejoy. So Muehlebrook now is assisted on all three of the goals. Wyatt Court scored the third goal of his season. Goal number 4, Sean Lynn and Max Bees with the assist, makes it 4-0 at the end of two periods. Max Bees comes back. Max Bees comes back, gets his sixth goal of the year to make it 5-0. And then East Grand Forks, Braden Overgaard with a holding. Max Bees with a slash. Gives Detroit Lakes the power play, 5-on-3. Carter Whitworth takes advantage of it, gets the goal, assisted by Easton Kennedy and Bauer Walter, and that makes it 5-1. And then we had one more penalty on Detroit Lakes' Hudson Pettit, 2 minutes for tripping. Shots in the game, 37 for East Grand Forks, 21 for Detroit Lakes. Again, we have got a 5-1 final. We'll be back to wrap things up on your Spray Advantage post-game show in just a minute.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Go to rivards.com.
Rivals on the ice, united in the stands, and everyone's geared up from Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. Hockey gear, fan apparel, Nodak Pride, we've got it all and more. Locally owned, 1004 South Washington Street. Shop local, shop Jarrell's.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, GrandTrailersales.com.
Signature Graphics in East Grand Forks is your one-stop shop for all your branding and design needs. From embroidery, vinyl wrapping, laser print, and more fully customized from start to finish, all in-house. Signature Graphics, we craft your vision, you watch it come to life.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. Pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. SprayAdvantage.com.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
The Ski and Bike Shop in Grand Forks. Gear up for ski season or hit the trails on a fat tire bike. At the Ski and Bike Shop, we offer top brands, ski and snowboard service, and everything you need for cold weather fun. The Ski and Bike Shop in Grand Forks, where your next adventure begins.
All right, and we are back at the East Grand Forks Civic Center on the Rivard's Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network on KNOX. Again, we have a final here. East Grand Forks over Detroit Lakes. The final in that one, 5-1. It's going to help East Grand Forks in the standings, in the Section 8 standings for sure. And a game they needed. They did need this game. They needed this win. We got a big one coming up tomorrow night, though. Don't forget, East Grand Forks right here in the Civic Center. They're going to take on Grand Forks Red River. That's a 2 o'clock start tomorrow, all part of the Gambucci Cup. Don't forget, the Grand Forks Knight Riders are playing tonight at 7 o'clock. They're home here against Bismarck Century. Of course, we got Team USA should be playing right about now in that World Junior Tournament, as they are playing Finland, Canada, and Slovakia at 7:30 tonight. We got UND hockey tonight, and also the Minnesota Wild are playing later on this evening. So again, our final 5-1. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors. Thank you all for tuning in. I want to give a shout out to Luca Carpenter, my Cameraman today always doing a great job for me. Makes me look way better than I really am. We'll be back again tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Again, the Final Five on East Grand Forks on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network on KNOX.